Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for all of the partner anniversary well wishes. I honestly had no idea. I knew it was around this time, so it's super cool. If you're on YouTube and you don't know what that means, it means that I joined Twitch about, it was last November, and thanks to First Necron and some nudging there, I became a partner in December of last year, which basically is the same thing as being a partner on YouTube. You end up being monetized. So it's super cool. It's still kind of wild to me that it's been a year. It's also the year of a face reveal, I guess, because I inadvertently did that because of Twitch. So kind of wild. Thank you all so much for being here. We're gonna have a fun stream. We are going to be doing the 1 million Metro Transit Challenge, which is part of City Skylines 1. So if you have Map Pack 3 by Teddy Radko, you'll know that it came with 3 scenarios, and I am super pumped to try this out. It's one of the things that I've been bluntly very disappointed in with City Skylines 2, and I've expressed this on multiple occasions that I really like scenarios, and I feel like the reason why no one did them in Cities 1 is because there weren't enough of them, and the ones that were there weren't that good. But Teddy killed this one. It kills it with this one. So we're gonna give it a shot. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. This is also a little bit of a celebration of the renaissance of City Skylines 1. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but give me just 1 second. I'll pull this up. Cities 1 is kind of on a tear right now on the Steam charts. In fact, even though City Skylines 2 is on a free weekend right now, check this out if I can find my mouse. There are currently 16,000 people in game for Cities 1, and for Cities 2, 11,000. So that is because it was on sale for $3 a little bit ago. So I think at $3, a lot of people are going to pull the trigger. 34,000 people playing in the last 24 hours, which made Cities 1 go back into the top 100. So yeah, pretty wild stuff right there. That said, if you haven't tried Cities 2 yet, I will highly encourage you to check it out. 2 more days, you can download it for free and give it a shot, see if it works on your machine. And yeah. Do you think it's because of the spec builds? I think that one of the reasons why Cities 1 has so much staying power, and will probably have so much staying power for quite a while, is that it's just the requirements at the time it came out were high, but now you can run it on a potato, basically. If you have a computer built in the last while, you can run it. First Necron. I know. I know. Thank you for being here, buddy. God, the hype train, guys. My goodness, you guys. I'll get to the activity in just a moment, but yeah, I think that it's because you can run it on anything. It runs on Mac, Linux, PC, every console known to man. Yeah, we are playing CS1 today. We're going to do some scenarios. And honestly, it's a solid game. If you've ever wanted to play Cities 1 and you've never really gotten into it, this is the best time. It's stable. It's got tons of content. The App Store is robust. That said, the reason I'm not playing as much Cities Skylines 1 is I do think that when you get used to Cities 2, it makes Cities 1 feel dated. So I have mixed emotions. For me, playing Cities 1 is like going back and playing Mario 1. Mario 1 is what made me fall in love with platformers and with the Mario universe. But with every iteration, they added something that I really liked. So, but anyway, Finland's Independence Day today. Congratulations to Finland. Happy Independence Day for all the Finns. Beautiful, wonderful country. Yeah, Cities 1 even has a Switch port. Yeah, like I said, you can run it on a potato, including a Switch. Real quick before we dive in, and I'll show you the scenario. Swebby Webby, thank you so much for the 11 months of Tier 1. J-Dubs, thank you so much for 6 months of Prime. Peak winter vibes here in Texas. You guys got snow? Because I don't have it. The Fletch, thank you for the Prime. Komrowski, thank you so much for 10 months of Tier 1. Yeah, almost a year of being a sub. Thank you. Glorious. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Anyone who got a gifted sub or who just resubscribed, go on Discord. There's a members only video where I go through my network rack setup. And there's one more that's going to come out in the next week or two. That's going to cover my gaming setup. I'll kind of just walk you through it all. I'm kind of looking for feedback on the video because I'm thinking of adding it to a second channel where I just kind of make some things that I'm interested in that have nothing to do with anything. Sean Barker, thank you for the 10 gifted subs on YouTube. Appreciate you. Anyone who got that, go check out that video after the stream, not now. Smurf Power, thank you so much for the biddies. Smiley, thank you so much for the 10 months of Tier 1. Xavier, thank you so much for 10 months of Prime. And Mega Nectar, XOXOXOXO, thank you for the Prime. Beth, thank you so much for the Prime. Camphor, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. And Rector, thank you so much for 7 months of Prime. Appreciate you guys all. Beer review channel. Honestly, it could be anything that goes on that. And the channel that I'm likely going to put it on is I had the City Planner Streams channel where I was going to do all of my streaming over there, but it just like people didn't like that. What ended up happening is I put up a couple of streams on there and people were saying, I missed your stream. And because I've streamed on the main channel, I think it makes sense to keep it there. And I know that even folks on Twitch, and I'm pointing over here, I'm looking at my other monitor. People on Twitch even tell me that when they want to catch up on a stream, if they missed part of it, they'll go over to my main channel on YouTube and watch it there. So I think I'm going to repurpose that channel and upload that, but I'm still on the fence. And I think I want to have a few different things to upload before I do that. So yeah, stream to both channels, just keep the VOD on one of them. That's, I mean, I could. I wish YouTube made that more easy. I should ask them about that. CPP, but review of real city design structures. Maybe we talked about that. If I do it though, My whole reluctance has been that I just don't really love the urbanism YouTube space. I enjoy this space that I'm in, but we'll see. We'll see. Hello from Norway. Hey, Sasha. Thank you for being here. Where's everyone tuning in from? We are going to jump in a second, but I'm curious where you're all tuning in from and if you're drinking anything, what it is. I am drinking my usual Collectivo Red Healer or Blue Healer rather. Really good. Netherlands, Germany, Des Moines, Maine, Scotland, Auburn, Montreal, Texas, Atlanta, Iceland, Chasehazen, Singapore, Utah, and water. Hungary, Boston, Toronto, and yeah, Utah, you should be drinking water this early. Finland, Newcastle, Finland, Verona, Texas. Hi, Key. Lithuania, Indiana, on a tram in Dublin, Coffee, Virginia, UK, Wales, Oregon, Oklahoma, Finland, Washington, D.C., Yorkshire, or Yorkshire tea in England. That makes sense. Texas, Netherlands, but Brazilian. Interesting. Finland, Pennsylvania. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we've got 3 scenarios that came with Map Pack 3. And I'm really excited to give transit-oriented a try. This is on Teddy's suggestion. So if you guys end up not liking this one, you know who to blame, and it's Teddy Ratko, not me. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we have the city of Port Eden. It says, times are changing in beautiful Port Eden. An ambitious proposal for a grand metro system has finally passed a popular vote, and it will be your job to implement it. The city has entrusted you with everything from design and construction of the infrastructure to the operational optimization of the lines. Will the transit system that you create be the envy of the world for years to come or fade into obscurity? We've got a couple of win conditions. We have to transport 1 million people using metro, not buses, not anything else, metro. And we have to construct 500 instances of metro tracks. We will lose if we play longer than 250 weeks. And before the stream, I just kind of tested it out to see how long a week is. If we're on 3 times speed, a week is gone in just like a matter of like 15 seconds. So yeah, we need to plan efficiently. Well, actually, okay, let's hop in because we can start paused. This is mostly vanilla. I have some visual enhancers in here, but if you're wondering why I don't have Move It or TMPE, I'm just going in vanilla. I figured, Teddy, I see you right there. I figure that you expect people to play vanilla, and I feel like some of the pandemonium on this map tells me that it must be played vanilla to experience the madness. So we're gonna go for it. Thank you for the partner anniversary. Well wishes, guys. Thank you so much. That is a reminder. We do have to have the celebration at some point. Although I'm thinking, I was giving it some thought. December is actually a pretty bad time for it. So I think it'll be in January after I get back from the break. I will definitely have some sort of a long-term, maybe subathon or something. You guys can keep me online as long as you want me to be online. Okay, story message. We've already seen this. I'm gonna do one thing real quick because it's kind of jank looking. I think Daylight Classic. Can't remember which one of these gets me my cube map back. There it is. Looking beautiful. So before we do anything, I want to just kind of look around the city. By the way, Teddy, this is a very nice city. Like the layout of it. I like a number of things that you've done here, including making it feel like the city extends beyond the vanilla 9 boundary tile area or whatever, by having just a couple of things that extend beyond. I saw it at a couple different spots in the map. But anyway, very nice looking city. Let's take a look at the land uses to begin with, because there is nothing in the win conditions about land uses. So if we drop our population really low, it's not going to hurt us. I think if you look around, it's a heck of a lot of low density residential. And it makes me think that one of the things we might want to do to boost up ridership is actually rezone. So like, look at this. It's all low density. It's nicely mixed in, but it's all low density. Another thing I'm thinking about is the roadway network. Right now, it might not seem like there's a lot of connectivity, but there's a highway right here. this links up with this highway, and you can get over to the other side right over here with that highway. You can do the exact same thing with this highway. And then there's this, check out this bridge. First of all, the bridge is super dope. It goes right over the top of the highway, right over the top of the train tracks, over the top of this local neighborhood. It's got a couple of breaks here, so you couldn't break the bridge if you were a ship. I guess I don't know what those exactly are called, but you know what I mean. They're bumpers basically. And then it goes into this interchange, and it's just traffic pandemonium. And Teddy, I don't know how you feel about this. First of all, Teddy, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. Riri, thank you for the tier 1 as well. And Brown, thank you for the tier 1. Greg Greg, I'm butchering your last name. Thank you for the tier 1. Arfax, thank you so much for the prime. Teddy, I think I'm gonna blast your bridge out of the. I think I'm gonna delete the whole thing. I think this bridge is gonna make our challenge much harder. I think if we delete the bridge and force everyone to come across either on the highways or on a metro, that there's a chance that this all goes a lot easier for us. Good afternoon. Yeah, it is a masterpiece of a bridge. That's one of the reasons why I have to admire it. Is just in the first 3 seconds that I looked at this challenge, I thought to myself, this bridge has got to go. Peace out, bridge. This bridge is incentivizing car traffic. The freight traffic, it'll do what it has to do. But if I were a motorist and I got to choose between, taking the bus or this, like 85% of people are going to go sit in traffic because that's people. People are going to people. So we'll add a little bit of friction there, I think. Riri, thank you for being here. Poplar Ponderosa, it is a beautiful bridge. I feel bad taking it down, but I think we've got to do it. Metro Bridge, maybe. There is elevation on either side, so we definitely could. Recently started the Clearwater County series and been binging it. Glad to catch up on a stream. Thank you for being here. Turn the bridge into a metro bridge. Well, we can't just convert it. The one thing that I guess we could do, no, it's not going to help us. I was going to say we could turn this into a bus bridge, but that's actually not helpful. In fact, we have a couple of bus routes. We honestly probably want to delete these. So there's this bus route. It's going from, it's a harbor bus hub. So we'll probably want to replace this. And I can't recall which hubs we have. Let's see. Metro hubs. Do we have a metro? We've got a metro Metro Harbor Hub. We have to. No. Interesting. Okay, well, we might just leave this here and just kind of call it. Just get rid of the bus routes and kind of do that. The city does look great. I feel really bad about what I'm going to do this. I mean, Teddy has added so many details. The beautiful quay walls. We've got some small harbors right here where you can imagine taking a boat out. They're all over the place. It's a masterfully done map, just like all of Teddy's maps in the map pack. Just so much attention to detail and creativity. And Teddy, you're gonna hate when I'm about to do this. You're gonna hate it. Yeah, just remove all other forms of transportation and force everyone onto the train. So the first thing that we've got to do, though, so we've taken a look at, I think, all the things that are really important, except for one thing, taxes. It's CS1. So you better believe we got to raise the taxes. And I want to do that because we're starting out with 50 grand and we're losing money. I don't know how we're going to pay for this metro. So, okay. We're going to get rid of the bridge immediately. And then I'm going to change the zoning. We're going to spend our first little while increasing the density and making money. And once we do that, then we'll start rapidly laying out a metro system. I'm thinking we've got a couple of airports right here. We'll link this up. We'll link up this harbor. I want to check out where our density is. Looks like right here is downtown. We'll have a high density of stops. Normally with Metro, because it's a high capacity, high quality version of transit, you'd probably want to have your stop spacing a little bit further. I think because we want to have lots of ridership, we'll probably concentrate the heck out of it. So people will decide to take Metro over walking, and we'll just have them all over. The big rub is going to be that we're not going to want to have, we don't want the trains to get backed up. Thankfully, we have the vehicles pack with some of B. Squagelhausen's Metro assets. So we should be able to have really high capacity Metros and just kind of plug things through here quickly. Above would be cheaper. I think you're right about that, but I'm worried about well, we're going to be destroying things anyway. Hold on. How much cheaper is it? So this is 30,000. This is 15. This is 10, but that's super destructive. Yeah, I don't know that it's that much cheaper, actually. It's not that expensive. I got to get out of my City Skylines 2 price mind, because 15 grand is really cheap, and there's basically no upkeep in Cities 1. Okay. Before we begin, if you guys have any recommendations, tell me right now while I'm looking and not panicking, because I feel very relaxed right now, but I know that's going to change in just a moment. How many mods am I using? The game looks completely different. I'm only using a couple. They're all visual mods. If you want to see my mod set, here it is. Toggle It is in the mod set. I didn't realize that. I'm going to actually have that one on. Toggle It lets me get rid of that flashing white view. But other than that, it's all visual mods and Toggle It. I don't think it's fair in a challenge to use Move It or Anarchy or any of that stuff, because it gets a little cheesy. It removes some of the challenge. Cities 1? Why not? A big reason why Cities 1 is I just kind of felt like playing this challenge. I told Teddy I wanted to play this weeks ago, and now we get to do it. Do I want to diagram out the routes quickly, like a brainstorm, rough idea? I honestly don't think it's gonna matter. I think that what we have to have is something that's very unreasonable. So I think that what we need to do is have one route that kind of follows along the highway, maybe south of it, and just kind of picks people up at the major destinations. And we have way more Metro stops than we should. And then for north-south routes, we'll probably have one that follows where this bridge is now and connects both sides. And then we'll have one that's going along the coast. We'll probably increase the density here. And then it's absolutely ridiculous having it in a low-density neighborhood like this, but we'll likely add one right here as well, line right there, and then one along the backside. So the spine right here, route right here, route right here, route right here, route right here. And that'll kind of be the extent of it. The thing that's going to be crazy is the number of stops and then changing the land uses. Because I think that the way that you win this challenge is not so much your route design. It's going to be managing it, making sure that there's no backups, but it's really rezoning. Like, I think that we need to turn this into Hong Kong. So that's kind of what I think. If the bridge goes, there needs to be another signature structure to replace it. Maybe a rail bridge. The planks, that's not the way challenges work. This is going to be an absolute disaster. If we have time at the end, I will add in some sort of signature bridge. Wait, are you guys challenging me to do another thing? I'm going to let you guys vote on this, actually. I'll let you vote on this. Maybe we do an above ground bridge and line for that spline. I'll let you guys vote on that. Because it is a Twitch partnerversary, I will go to Twitch first. Should we have above ground for spline? Yes or no? You get 1 minute, and then we're about to begin this thing. Signature bridge means a bridge that has some form of CPP. I don't even know what that means. Bear. Riri, what does bear mean? Oh my goodness, it is killing right now. Yes is killing. So it seems like we're gonna have that. Although it's starting to neutralize and balance out a little bit. Above and below. So Max on YouTube, we would have below for everything else. If they say yes to this, we would just take this one route that links the two sides and make that above ground. Everything else would be below ground. Oh, he calls you bear. Okay, lone bear. Okay, I'm just screwing up. I'm just screwing up. Thank you guys. We reached level 5 hype train earlier. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Fempress, thank you so much for the prime. Bueno Chero, 1 year anniversary. Let's go. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the daytime stream. I can't finish the rest of the tea beers during the day. Or I should say it's ill-advised. Codus the Only, thank you for the prime. Comric, thank you so much for the prime. It's a yes. It's a yes. Couple more folks I missed. N Brown, thank you so much for the partner anniversary. Well wishes. And Christian Belfort, thank you so much for 2 months of tier 1. I think we just got to do it. Pedestrian bridge is not going to be helpful. If we do a pedestrian bridge, you got to remember, this is Skylines. Folks will decide to walk over the bridge and not take the metro. So we absolutely want to force them to take the metro. Okay, we're going to start out slow. We've resumed, and I'm going to start rezoning right away. So in the downtown area, I think I'm going to go absolutely ham. Just rezoning things. I'm not going to lie. I have missed the way that this part of rezoning works. Hopefully I don't take out the entire population of the city. Because it's really easy to right mouse click and left mouse click and just rezone quickly. Which in cities too, I like the way that the zoning works, but it's easy to screw it up. And I feel like I can quickly go through this, and time is of the essence. Look at our budget. Honestly, I did not expect to be making $61,000 so quickly. I think we can start on our metro basically immediately. I want you guys, someone, keep track of when we finish this, because in a couple of minutes, actually, I will do it. I will do it. I should not be tasking you guys. I'm going to task you guys. Guys, I want to know when 5 minutes passes, and I want you guys to yell at me to take a look at the timer, because I want to know how much time 5 minutes is in game. Gary, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Appreciate you, buddy. Anyone who got those, new video, members only on the YouTube channel. So go check it out. It is a tour of my network rack. So if you want to check out my rack, that is a way to do it. It's a good video. I think. Maybe it's not. If you don't like technology, you probably hate it. Go Lions. How dare you? How dare you? The refs were in it for the Lions last night. I'll tell you what. I was supposed to be working on the next Region Pack video. I was so bummed by the refs being in the bag for the Lions that I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted to. And those, I mean, you could fight me on that. I feel like the refs were just there, giving the Lions what they wanted. That hit to Jordan Love in the head. The offensive pass interference, just garbage. Just garbage. Hold on, I'm missing a couple of things. Network rack. Watson got mugged every time. Absolutely, absolutely. JD Bizzle. Yeah, if you guys watch Kodiak the Kodiak, he screen grabbed me saying "Go Lions," and he plays it just to troll me. Only plans. I'm starting at my only plans site soon, and I have network rack plans on there. Okay, I have decimated, absolutely brutalized this city. But it's not that bad. And I want to speed it up because that's who I am. We're not going to. Instead, say goodbye to Teddy's beautiful bridge. This big, beautiful bridge is gone. This will be our first line. So I will replace this with the Metro bridge. You know what? I'm going to save those and we'll see if we can repurpose that. In fact, okay. I need to remember where things are. To get the Metro track, I have to place a station. How are you going to do that to me? Oh, wait. We should have this one, the large one. This has an underground component to it. Or is no. It does not. Okay, the elevated station. It's going to be in an absolutely ridiculous location. I think we'll just kind of place it not on this arterial, kind of facing into the neighborhood. Then we'll rezone this entire area. Oh, and it's not, this actually isn't doing, okay, it is. It's just not set up correctly. Contour lines be damned. There's one. Now we've unlocked that. For the other one, so I know that this is gone. Fixing traffic by getting rid of all roads. I think we'll snake it through. Here's where all of our density is, so we'll get rid of this. And then we'll place our station right here. Okay. This will be our start. We'll figure out the rest in a second. So I wanted to unlock the tracks, and I can't remember if we have. I want to say that we have nicer tracks. Oh, I forgot about all of these. Elevated bypass metro station. Money's not a problem anymore. That's going to be sick. That's going to be sick. And we'll add that instead of adding it over here. I wonder if I can make this fit right here. We'll have to have the highway end sooner. Oh, the highway is pointless. We'll get rid of it. It's not pointless, but it's not at all necessary. We don't need that. Not if we're going to focus on transit. Ding alert. Okay, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, we get through 5 weeks. So every minute, if we keep it on slow speed, is a week. Okay. We have 250 minutes as long as we don't speed it up. It sounds like a long time, but I know it's going to go fast. Yeah, it's not very much time, and I'm going a little crazy right now on all this stuff. Okay. Okay, that looks good. And then do we have a metro bridge? We do not. Okay, good enough. Whatever. We're just gonna. I just need to be utilitarian about this. Okay, and now we should be on the same path here. Go right over the top. Okay, guys, here is your signature feature, the thing that you guys all wanted. And then we've clearly got to make this. We'll fix the lumpies and the bumpies in a second. Oh, and I'm not centered. Oh, you know what, guys? We will live with a bit of imperfection. It's going to be just fine. You have to watch. CS1 is too clunky. It is. I will say, it's also very predictable. So, the one thing, I've played 2,000 semi crazy hours of City Skylines 2, and even after all of that, there are things that just are not predictable and still trip me up. With this game, it's clunky, but predictably clunky. I think the bigger things that I miss are the way that like it's handling bridges on roads. Like just the road tools are just, once you play with them, it's really hard to go back. Why are you so mad at me? I'm about to blast every single one of these roads out of here. Okay. Got it. Everyone loves a jank little jog in their rail. And then finally, there we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is a thing of absolute beauty. I'm going to try one fix and then I'm going to let it go. I don't even care if we destroy this thing anymore. Whatever. We've got to move. We're wasting time. That is your signature bridge, chat. That is the best you get today. That's all I've got for you. I don't have node controller. 10 out of 10. It's perfect. I agree. There we go. Go back and forth for now. Let's delete those bus routes. At least we'll start to get some people going. Oh, actually, hold on. This bus route goes this way. The second one. So this is the airport one. Where's the other one go? I'm going to try to mirror this because Teddy probably gave us a shortcut. Okay, there's bi-directional. Okay. Gone. Where do these ships go? They're not picking people up. Okay, I think that we're fine there. Okay. Time to start spamming all of our metros. Yeah. All right. RIP bus. RIP bus. Get out of here. Don't need that. Okay. Normally, I would like to have fairly decent spacing, like I said. I'm going to go... Actually, that's a terrible spot. I'm going to move this and try to follow this couplet. You can see that the highway turns into a couplet. If you want to exist in this city, hop on the metro. Except that all of these appear to be buildings. Oh, you know what? We got to use this one right here, the large underground metro station. If we were going to, that would have been perfect to have right here, but we did the above ground, whatever. I will just kind of go up every couple of blocks. Like these are way too close, but we'll roll with it. Okay. Why would you walk anywhere when you could take the metro, which will go 100? Well, it'll go really slow because we have a lot of them, but a lot of capacity. It'll be comfortable. Or London Underground. Is it very close there too? Way too close? Way closer than it should be? Better pause. Oh. Thank you. That chat, that is why I keep you around. That's why I don't game by myself. And that is a kid. That is kidding. I do game by myself. But I game a lot with you guys. So this is an industrial area, but there's space. Can I turn off this? Yeah, that's better. Except that now I can't see what I'm doing. We do need to have stops in an industrial area. People go to work. Okay, we're trying to make our way over there. Barcelona simulator. Is this how many they have in Barcelona? Every couple of blocks, you get another metro station. It is a strategy. I cannot promise that it's a good one, but it is a strategy. Let's see. I think we're going to branch it here. So we'll have some that go this way through the industrial district. And then another route. We should probably have 2 lines if we're going to do this. Honestly, yeah, we'll branch it. It'll be fine. Or no. You know what? Come down this way. We'll get this facing the other. We'll get it facing like this instead, which will give us the opportunity to kind of sweep down and then come back this way. There's not much more over here, but I still want to hit this entire industrial area. And you know what? This is a bridge. People will walk on it. I bet you I could add one here. No, we'll just put it right here. One right there. And one right there. Why fly anywhere when you could take the metro? There's a million stops. You can take as much metro as you'd like to take. That's what the motto of this city is. Teddy, is this what you expected? Or am I completely, have you turned away? Because at this point, it's so disgusting. You can't imagine why anyone would do this to your map. Because I feel bad. Not bad enough to stop, but I feel bad. Metro mayhem. That's the way that we do it. Good morning, Danger. How you doing today? And I am curious. Has anyone else attempted this? And if you did you beat it? And was your strategy similar to mine or very different? Oh, shoot. I've already screwed up. Crying on the inside, but it's helping you keep a straight face. I'm sorry, Teddy. I know that this is not what you wanted, but this is what you get. So where I screwed up is there's no way to transfer between these. So I'm going to do something even worse. So we have this nice straight line. Why have a straight line when you could send the line up this arterial because you have to? And there's going to be a weird jog right there. That's going to be, I can't do it. I'm not that big of a monster. I'm a monster, but I'm not that bad. And then, oh, that's right. We have an extra station now. Right here. And then right here. I just want you all to understand that this is the pinnacle of metro planning. This is why I'm unsure of why New York City hasn't hired me to plan their subways, because I would be the very best. Just recoil after work last night. They had you doing test driving for a downtown. Oh, downtown what? Downtown what? I missed it. In a downtown. Oh, test driving in a downtown. You can't believe this is the same person who made Magnolia County. Here's the thing. I love challenges. I love building things that are bad, that are fun, that just work. And I think from a strategic standpoint, this is how you beat this challenge. I'm gonna probably live to regret saying this. I don't know that this challenge is particularly challenging if you go at it with a strategy like this. And I'm probably gonna live to regret those words, aren't I, Teddy? I feel like I can do this. I feel like it. Foreshadowing. Better knock on some wood. Here we go. Knocking on wood. Knocking on wood. I should get rid of those arterials. Needs local roads and collectors only. So I don't know if you've ever heard Lee Hawkins talk about this. When he's played the game, he will play with just a ton of local roads because cities absolutely adores them. You don't need, roadway hierarchy is beneficial if you want it to look realistic, but if you want all local roads, you'll have perfect traffic flow. So like it's one of those things where I think, whoo, that is a thing of ugly. But it's fine. This is going to be really effective. It's going to be really effective. 1 lane urban roads can't die in a tornado if you're on the metro. See? Now you understand my logic. And now we'll just send this up and down. You can transfer right here by getting out and going above ground and checking out our beautiful bridge. You know what? If we beat the challenge, my goal will be to make that bridge look acceptable because it looks really bad. You know, I'm not going to lie. The way that you build routes in this game, I think, don't tell Colossal Order. I think this is superior. I think that it's just, I can go so fast in this game at this. It's nice. I don't know that I love the whole style. Like I like that I have the flexibility in the sequel, but boy, the speed I can get here, it's pretty cool. All right. Let's see what happens. Skip to stop. I skipped a stop. And that's why you don't speed through. See, what I actually meant to say is that the precision of the new tool means that you never skip a stop because you have to spend so much time fiddling around, and that is superior. Moved to Japan a while back and always watch my YouTube channel on the side and lurk. Got new internet, always been good to watch your stuff. Cheers you up, keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Prologix. Thank you so much. Packer Precision. Threading the needle like Jordan Love. You know what? I don't care that the Packers lost. This is the Packer line. There we go. Let's go. Next thing we need to do is check out. I'm gonna let this run for a second to see how these are gonna do. What am I doing? Gotta change the capacity. And I think we're just going with the Railroads of Japan 660 capacity train. We're full send it. It's fine. Yes, exactly. Packers. Calling Colossal Order and snitching on me, as you should. I'm sure they care a lot what I think. That bridge hurts to look at. Listen, B. Swagelhausen. There's not even any pillars. Where did all the pillars go? They all vanished. This is a work of art. What are you talking about? You don't like this? Imagine if you are on this train and you're going across this floating bridge. That is a thing of beauty. Listen, this is a tourist attraction. This is our signature building. My voice isn't making you sleep. Ethan, the streams are not going to make you sleep. Oh, you know what? It's because I toggled this stuff. There we go. Now there are pillars. Where are my buildings? Toggle it. I forgot how to use toggle it. It is tragic. I thought I had a really cool bridge. Okay. Next, route number 2. And I think now maybe we follow traffic a bit. Truthfully, the people should be getting off and using the metro. And I wonder if we don't just force them all to do so. Like, you guys are enjoying. I don't know how much of this is dummy traffic and how much is actual real traffic. How this live? Is this live? This is live. Bose, you are live. And I'm screwing things up live. Connect residential areas. Yeah, we do have this large swath of residential that has nothing connected to it. Okay, what I'm going to do, we're going to wait for this area to fill in, and I will draw in another route, our northern route up here. Teddy, I'm going to make you even more sad. I'm going to make the dumbest route I can. It's going to basically snake up and down through here and try to link up with these in a couple of different spots. I thought about having a nice logical route. I feel like it's probably not in the best interest. We want to have as good a coverage as we can. So I'll do something like this. We go through here. Slope too steep. Teddy, you and your slopes. I'm not going to be able to be as bad as I wanted to be. We'll add one right here, so we'll loop down. I'll have a couple of stops right in the neighborhood. Super close to one another. That's below ground. Slope. Slope and slope. Terrible. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong direction. I want one here. I'm going to jump to the other side of the highway and kind of link up right there. No, we're doing this differently. I will place this right here. And then we'll just keep going this way. So this is that large underground metro station. So we can have people transferring in there, and then I can keep heading this way. And maybe we kind of meet up with this in a couple of different spots. What do you think? Pause while building. I'm trying to build up some ridership. At some point, we've got to let ridership build up. So I'm going to roll the dice. I think we've got time. And it might be foolish. We might at the end find out that city planner fails. But it'll be fine. They can walk a couple of blocks. Let's get rid of this thing. It keeps throwing me off. There's a major destination, so we've got to hit that up. I might actually... I'm going to relocate this. We're going to make this a little bit closer this way. There's like a big park. There you go. Subway right in the middle of your park. Oh, the slopes. The slopes. There it is. That stinks. It's a constraint. Why am I playing the old game? Because I thought it would be fun to play this scenario. The new game doesn't have scenarios. It's a little bit of a celebration of the renaissance of City Skylines 1 right now. We'll get back to the new game, probably in the next one. But for now, I'm going to enjoy scenarios. And I will continue to drum away that they should add scenarios to City Skylines 2. I think it's a huge missed opportunity in my mind. Okay. I'm going to... replace that one too. This is going to be jank. Slope too steep. Killing me. Let's see how far up I can get this. Oh no. I did the thing. I broke my route. Oh, dang it. I should have deleted this before. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Darn it. You bought Cities 2 this last sale on Steam. You wanted to finally get it with the release of the new packs. Just what you needed. You might be putting they might be pulling a No Man's Sky out of Cities 2. I think so. If you haven't played Cities 2 in a while, performance is greatly improved, particularly if you played at launch. I mean, launch was unexcusably rough. That said, probably the biggest change that you'd notice is DLSS. Made a big difference. But there's been performance improvements along the way, and the region packs, I think, are going a long way to making the game a lot better. It's a dramatically improved game. There's a lot of... I see a lot, like, in my comments on Reddit, people that are saying, like, game's a piece of garbage. It's not worth the free price that it is right now. I don't agree with that. I think that it's still got a lot of issues. The homeless bug. Oh my goodness, the homeless bug. Some of the lane switching. Some of the lack of animations. But Cities 1 wasn't Cities 1 day one. And I think a lot of people lose track of that. I try not to, because the game is built with the idea of it getting better over time. So that is my hope, is that it continues to get better over time. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you so much. Phoenix Captain, thank you so much for the tier 1 roam. Thank you for the prime. QZ, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. QZ, that is super generous of you. Lady Miranda, thank you so much for the prime. Gary, thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Fempress, thank you so much for the prime. You guys are insane. Appreciate you guys. I'm sure that I noticed, but line 2 has no cars. I will look at that in a second. Give me a second. Why wouldn't it have any cars? It doesn't make any sense. Line 2 has no cars. Happy holidays, CPP. Thank you. Yeah, so my daughter told me yesterday that she's got 12 days of school left this year. And I kind of like almost threw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, how is the year almost done? How are we so far along that they have 12 days of school left? It's crazy to me. This isn't going to work. That's crazy to me too. We've got to redo this. You have 1 week left of your semester? QZ. Don't say that. Gosh, 1 week left. Time is truly flying. Bezos time? Hold on. Mohammed. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, buddy. Appreciate you. And Ahiko Axel, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. I appreciate those. Mohammed, like seriously, you like the support that you've given the channel and me in particular. I mean, I am the channel, so thank you. Like, super generous of you. Appreciate that, buddy. And hopefully all is well in Turkey. No school. Bezos bucks, that's a new one. I mean, I like it. I'll take the Bezos bucks. Everyone with Prime has free Bezos bucks. Might as well not get ads, courtesy of Jeff Bezos, and his desire to give away Bezos bucks to Prime members. Just another random Prime perk that almost nobody uses. How do I feel about Michigan left turns? Indifferent. I mean, every place does their own local thing. I haven't really experienced a lot of Michigan left turns, nor have I ever heard of anyone in Wisconsin wanting to do it. We like roundabouts. We would much rather have 100,000 roundabouts than any Michigan left turns. And you know what? I'm a roundabout boy, so I'm all about that. I will take them any day of the week. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you so much. Jeff is motivated by solid city planning fundamentals and spreading the good word. It's all about CPP. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Jeff. That is the way to do it. You know, it's funny. I thought that this metro system was going to be crazy, but as I look at it, it doesn't feel that crazy because this is lower density. Feels like it's okay. We've got to do something with this. This is kind of leading me to think that this whole area should be high density. And that I should replace another one of these stops. But before I do that, and I break everything again, I'll delete this stop. Chat, my mouse died. Give me a second. Guess who hasn't charged their mouse in a while? This guy. And now I can't control anything. My favorite thing about this mouse is that it has a proprietary connector, and I can't actually charge it without it. And of course, wouldn't you guys know it? Okay, I'm looking right at it, and I'm not thinking that I'm seeing it. Okay, here it is. If your mouse dies, you can't break anything. True. Actually, that's false. Because my keyboard's still working, which means that I can resume the game and lose. Your Logitech USB-C isn't. So, I mean, this is a Logitech. You know what? Why is this not USB-C? This is micro USB, and it has a stupid micro USB port that has like this weird prongy thing. I don't know if you guys can see it. Why? It is 2024, my friends. It is 2024. We should not be doing this anymore. We've got to stop. This is insane. Razer for life? QZ, no, don't do that to yourself. I did that to myself. Razer's fine. But I will tell you, with Razer, you're paying for branding. You're paying for that sticker that you get and for the green. And in general, I find that there are a lot of products that are much better than Razer in the same space. So they're fine. They're fine. I don't know how you guys feel about that. And Razer's terrible software. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. I actually, funny story with Razer. I got in trouble during the pandemic for Razer installing its stupid Razer software on my work laptop. Apparently, they didn't think that there were going to be a bunch of gamers playing or using gamer keyboards with government hardware, and I got a talking to because I was using my super cool gamer keyboard. So yeah, that also turned me off. That's it. I do like some of their mice, but I had a Razer mouse before I got my Logitech one, and it died. So I'm also bitter about that. It was not that old. So for the mouse to die, you want to make me bitter? That's the way to do it. Any USB micro B should work with most. It should, but I don't have any. Everything's USB-C, or I have Lightning, although I hate it. I've got a lot of Lightning. We could add one more right here. I'm looking forward to not having Lightning anymore, but it's gonna be a minute before I can get rid of all of them. Especially because I wanted some over-the-ear headphones when I went to Finland, and right before they released the new AirPods Max, I picked some up because they were on super sale, and I should have been thinking like, oh wow, Apple headphones are a great deal for over-the-ear headphones. I bet you that means that they're going to release a new one. What does it actually mean? They're going to release a new one a week later. So then the deal is so good. It was like $150 off. Of course, I don't want to pay $150 for USB-C when there's no improvement outside of USB-C. It's the Apple tax. It's super irritating. So yeah, there's USB-C adapter for the first gen Max that looks pretty good. Really? I might need to look for that. You had a cheap RGB mouse that would give you the tickles if your fingers were moist. Teddy, you gave me a lot of nothing. First of all, you used the word moist. I'm good. I have no problems with that. Has helps. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm glad I have an advocate for city planning nerdiness in you. Always. I've actually been thinking. There is a decent chance. So I go through a number of planning publications kind of on my own and just kind of like enjoy the read. Like I get the planning magazine that I look at all the time. I'm also a member of the transportation division. I look at a few different websites too, different planning websites. I might just start out the streams if I can get organized once the region packs are done and I'm not putting together region pack videos every other week. I might just kind of put together interesting planning stories that I'm seeing around the internet. Oh, are you kidding me? I did it again. I can't believe I did it again. But I did it again. I broke the green line. Dang it. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Is it going to let me? Dang it. Dang it. Oh, no. If I could fix the one side, I can fix the other. Okay. So there we go. All of the lines back to our 600 capacity. Actually, I feel Biswagelhausen, you put together these ones. We'll do a couple of Biswagelhausen. And we'll make these ones blue in honor of Biswagelhausen. And then we got our Packer lines. Green Bay. Packers, BS, and Q. Oh, and I lost all the names. Perfect. Green Bay? There we go. All right. And I'm not seeing current chat. Give me a second. Oh, and as I do that, perfect. It's also obvious that a port must be serviced and linked to the airport. We've got one there. We've got one like right in the middle, or not in the middle. It's off to the side. The one that I think, did I miss it? It's close-ish right here to our seaport. 2 vehicles, 5 vehicles on this long one. I want to see if we have any crazy queuing. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're carrying a lot of capacity. Let's see our time. We've already wasted 20 weeks. And we've only constructed 150 instances of Metro tracks. Wait. So I've got to build 2.5 times as much Metro track as I've already built. Guys, doesn't it feel like I've already built a lot? Elijah, I think, you know, you might think you're making fun of me, but your emojis look green and yellow to me. So I'm going to say that you're a supporter. Why are you just now realizing this is CS1? This isn't CS1. This is CS2. I got the visual enhancing mod that gives you better hill shade effects. Highlighted message. Why can't we get rid of the American grid system when building our cities? European cities are so much nicer and interesting to explore. First of all, European cities are the way that they are because they're not built around automobiles. But when Europeans build around automobiles, they build cities that look gridded or suburban. So it's not as if they're not doing it too. It's just that their cities are older. So that was one of the things that struck me in Finland. Like, they had a grid, but they also had a ton of pedestrian connections, which, you know, like that's one of the big things. A grid isn't necessarily inherently boring, and being boring isn't necessarily bad. Boring means efficient. Boring means easy to navigate. I remember when I moved to Denver, and Los Angeles for that matter, mastering the layout of the city in a matter of, you know, a week. And I don't think, you know, in a city that is not quite as gridded, it's that simple. That said, once you master it, you can get one of these nice mental maps of where you are in a way that I think is different than you do in a grid. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. In planning school, one of my first assignments, undergrad planning, not masters, you had to map out, you had to think about where you lived as a kid. And you had to map out the core destinations that you went to, the places that were the most important to you. So you drew your house, and then you had to map everything else out. And it was fascinating seeing, you know, as a kid, even in the US, you view things in a pedestrian scale. And I think that that's probably what you're sad about more than anything, is that in the US, I don't think that because we spend so much time in our vehicles, because of the way the cities are laid out, you completely miss that. If you're a transit user, you start to think in that way. But if you are a motorist, primarily a motorist, you're going to view the world in terms of the roads. Yeah, it's just different. In Denmark, you have rules against building grids? Really? I mean, okay. That to me seems a little bit extreme. So explain these rules against the grid. Is it just the anti-American rule? The anti-Barcelona rule? 1 block away? Yeah, it is 1 block away. Knock yourself out. Fine. I will listen to logic, chat. I will not put that. I will not put that there. I feel like we need to be able to transfer. So I'm going to do something you might not like. We're going to have two lines that meet up here, parallel lines, one that goes on one side of the highway, one that goes on the other. And I'm going to dip beneath here for just a moment. So I'm going to place this like right here. And we'll have this line dip down, and then it'll cross right back over on the other side of the highway, just so that you can transfer between these two lines and get to this one if you're down here. Try the Delhi Metro. Is it extensive? I didn't build enough. Think Paris, not Chicago. Moscow, not Los Angeles. Yeah, I've clearly got to build way more. But that also means we need more density. I think the thing I've been struggling with is the terrain. I don't think I adequately thought about the terrain. And it's just really difficult to work these around. Oh, the city ends here. Cool. Well, that was useful. So we'll just have this here kind of because we've already built the stop. We're good. Is there anything down here? It's just for visual effect. Teddy, I was about to serve your props with a subway station. That's not at all necessary. Also, is there a train station anywhere? Ooh, there is. We've got to make sure that we're serving that. That's an opportunity right there. I'll put that right next to that. So we'll take that parallel track. We'll just kind of loop it up here. Subway to the abandoned quarry. Listen, I have no defense of that. Instead, we'll have the beautiful subway to this elementary school. If I can make it work on the slopes, I can. Because I've got to make use of that new station that I put there. That's why you build subway infrastructure, just so that you can, after you've already built it, you can justify its existence. Not because it should be there, not because you planned appropriately. This is okay. American cities weren't built for the car; they were bulldozed for the car. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, you have to think about the number. I mean, the population. So I feel like that's a misconception. One of the most challenging things. Okay. You're gonna make me bite. You're gonna make me bite. Yeah, some cities were not made for the car. Some cities were not made for the car. Absolutely, but many American cities were. Like it is absolutely like, yes, downtown cores of historic cities in America were bulldozed in favor, of the car. Like Los Angeles had its tram system absolutely decimated. That's what got me into planning. But it's hard to mistake that a city like Phoenix wasn't what it is until there were cars. So Phoenix is a great example of a city that was built for the automobile. Even in Madison, Austin, cities that have experienced rapid growth in the last 30 years, it's hard to deny that these cities have not been built for the automobile. Any suburban city, like if you're in like Scottsdale, any of the places around LA, not LA proper, but the places around it, like these weren't places that were meant for streetcars or pedestrians. Like they were built with the idea that you're going to take a car to get somewhere. Houston 100% is a car-built city. Yes, the historic core of Houston, I'm sure, was very walkable at one point in time and was decimated for cars. But unfortunately, a lot of these cities experience their growth afterwards. And that is something that it makes American cities much different than European ones. But yeah, New York City, Boston, cities that really experienced the growth of their grid before. Absolutely. That's one of the big problems. That retrofitting that in is a real challenge. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Doesn't mean we shouldn't keep going for it. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't reach out to your representatives and tell them that you want better planning. And don't just be a person that just says, I want better planning. Like, have ideas. Tell them what you want. You don't even consider cities like that are 90% suburban development as cities? Okay, that is something I've actually thought a lot about. I've thought a lot about that. Well, I'm gonna bite on that in a second. Okay, U.S. cities by population. So I live in the 77th largest city in the U.S. But you know what city is is right next to us? Chandler, Arizona has the exact same population as Madison. St. Louis, Missouri has the same population as Madison. Bet you didn't know that. It's amazing how city limits and corporate boundaries change your perception of a place. The historic size of a city changes your perception of a place. North Las Vegas, bigger than Madison. But 280,000 people in Chandler, Arizona. And I don't think, and this is not a slight, if you're in Chandler, it's not a slight. I don't think that people look at Chandler and think Chandler, Arizona is as important as Madison, Wisconsin. And it's fascinating. It's always something that I've thought a lot about, is how people organizing in a certain way can make a place more or less important. Chandler, Arizona is a gigantic suburb, for anyone who doesn't know. It's a gigantic, sprawling suburb of Phoenix. Gigantic population, lots of single-family homes. Yeah. It's weird. Yeah, it's definitely weird. And I don't know why I'm on this topic, but there we are. Need density? Yeah. So I get what you're saying about a place like Chandler not being a city, but it is crazy because the population is the same as Madison. The population of Chandler, Arizona is almost the same as St. Louis proper, almost the same as Anchorage, almost the same as Lincoln, almost the same as Jersey City. Jersey City being the place of New Dollarton fame, I believe. St. Petersburg, Texas, Tampa, St. Petersburg, all the same population. Kind of crazy. Numbers are a bit misleading. Yeah, you're not looking at the metro area. That is a good point. That is a good point. But still, Seattle is the 18th largest city. Yeah. And you got a place like Denver, which is like crawled way up to the top as they just cram people in. When I moved to Denver, it was 500,000, maybe a little less. The population jump has been wild. Seeing Denver just jump right up here. Oklahoma City. Never think of Oklahoma City as one of the biggest cities in the U.S. But it is metro. That is true. The metro population is different. That's why, even though Madison and Milwaukee's shrinking at some point in probably the next, 50 years, I would expect Milwaukee and Madison to flip-flop, but the Milwaukee metro will be bigger, not better. I don't agree with that. It'll be bigger than Madison. Baltimore is 30th. Yeah. Phoenix is the 10th largest metro in the U.S. And in terms of size, did you guys know that Jacksonville is one of the largest cities in the U.S.? It consolidated we're running out of money. Jacksonville consolidated its suburbs, its county government, and its local government. As a result, Jacksonville is massive. And a lot of the land is unincorporated, or not unincorporated, but uninhabited or very low density. Very, very interesting to see stuff like that happen. These should be very useless subway lines for now. My hope is that they jack up the values in this area, and then we can make everything high density. And this one is going to be a mess. So you could go here, transfer here, go here, walk up here, and then go across town. Beautiful. It's interesting though, as cities grow into each other, like McKinney, Iowa, one of the fastest growing cities, is just eating up tiny towns. That is interesting. So if I'm not mistaken, that's where the University of Iowa is. And a lot of the planners in my area, a lot of them went to Wisconsin, a lot of them went to Milwaukee, and then I'd say equally as many went to Iowa, which has one of the best planning schools in the country. And you wouldn't think that there'd be an excellent planning school in Iowa, but the people are as sharp as a tack. Just the school is just outstanding. They just nail it all on all fronts. And if you're an Iowan and you've been thinking about getting into urban planning, and you're like, you know what, I've got to move to New York City to learn about good urban planning, you got a great school in your backyard. Great school, absolutely fantastic. There's a ton of enclave cities in the West Coast. It's true. Phil, you're glad you could blow off steam and finally catch a stream. You needed this. Thanks, buddy. Sebby Webby, always good to see you in here, buddy. Board PhD student, thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months. Gina, thank you for the prime. Scouting Nate, thank you for the prime. Thanks for all you do, CPP. Have my prime. Thank you so much. Daw, thank you so much for the prime. Flip Cup King, I could beat you. Prime, thank you. I shouldn't be talking about how I could beat you at Flip Cup as you offer me your prime, but thank you. Has helps. I missed your raid. I'm an idiot. I'm talking about you. I'm saying hello to you, and I'm not realizing that you raided. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys had a good stream. Erhar and Lucian, thank you so much for the biddies. Aaron Herjan. I'm sorry. I'm screwing up your name. Thank you for the biddies. Happy partnerversary from Josh. That's much easier, Josh. If my mouse dies in game, it dies in real life. The funny thing is, I have another mouse. It's the one that my travel mouse. But yeah, I don't have the dongle right now. Glad there's a plan to grow Milwaukee's. Isn't there a population to grow Milwaukee's population to 1 million? Milwaukee's population is shrinking and has been shrinking for a long time. Milwaukee's a wonderful city, but I would not say that it's a growing city. So yeah, no. Milwaukee will continue to shrink for quite some time. It's like a lot of old Rust Belt cities. It's the reason why like a city like Columbus, Ohio, is one of the fastest growing cities in Ohio. And it's because it has state government, and it also has it has state government, and it also has the university. And those are, I mean, when you have the two of those, it's kind of an unbeatable tandem. And that's what Madison has as well. It's what Austin has. It's a lot of what they have in common. When you have a university like that, it's basically an incubator of tech talent. And maybe that dynamic will change soon. But that is why a lot of these cities do as well as they do. I mean, for Madison, it's biotech. But we also have local offices for like Google and Microsoft and all that stuff. Do I have a metro near my port? I do. And now we're getting creative. I'm trying to figure out how to link these up to extend this. And I'm just building now. Now Teddy's just making me build all sorts of metro, even though I don't think I need it. So this is our 500 metro tracks. So I don't know why I'm building this one. I just am. And then we're going to do a bunch of rezoning again. Meanwhile, you grew up in Chandler, the town that was founded on ostrich farms, so they don't let you forget that. Always name a city or remind people of what it replaced. That's no slight on cities in general, but it is what it is. I used to think about that when I lived in I didn't live there, but I worked in Woodland Hills in Los Angeles. And I will tell you, there are not very many Woodland Hills there anymore. Sherman Oaks, same deal. I'm sure there were lots of oaks at one point. Gary, Indiana didn't diversify its industry, and now it's a sad place. Gotta diversify. It's hard though. I will even say this. Not an equivalent example. But as a creator, if you have had success in a certain niche, it's difficult to branch out because people expect that. And in a city, I think that when you've had success in a particular industry, it's difficult to branch out while the going's good. And then it's easy to look back retrospectively and say, I should have done something differently, but I didn't. Oh, we've got another harbor right here. I didn't even notice this one. That must be what you guys were talking about. I'm going to say that this is close enough. Probably close enough. Chicago doesn't do meat anymore. I mean, they do have the, is it the agricultural stock exchange? So they got that going for them. Humble ostrich farm, truly living the American dream. I mean, I would love to live near an ostrich farm. That sounds cool. Yeah, but not downtown anymore? Would you really want a cattle exchange in downtown Chicago? I mean, you can't. You send something in a train through Chicago, and it just gets stuck immediately. So I would not want to think about sending any cattle through. Okay, so we're up to 2,000 per week. Again, no reason not to switch these. So we'll just do it. I am kind of thinking about doing some math, guys. I'm thinking about doing some math. After we're gonna do a bit of zoning. We need some more commercial. They want more industrial. I'm wondering, with our educational system, we're okay. I really want to not focus on industry so much. I want to have a ton of office. So I'm going to add more office. Basically, I'm going to take this whole low density area. I'm going to find the transit stops wherever I put them. And we'll increase the density right along here. So let's just kind of do it right here. We'll have the people. Oh, I can't do it. City Skylines 2 style. People right by it. We'll have some offices. We'll do offices along the arterials and do something like this. So right here are the offices. They don't need excellent visibility or access. Right here, we'll have our commercial. And soak up some of that demand to hopefully get more residential. One CS2 player have found a mod that lets him do real vineyards. Really? I wonder how they're doing that. I know that someone mentioned, I think it was College Builder, put together a vineyard build, and I was really happy not to have seen it before I did mine. I know, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't watch the full video afterwards. They used mods, which I don't know if it's actually functional. Gosh, Teddy, that's super creative. They made a track. Teddy made a track right here using a bus only road. That's sick. Teddy, that's awesome. That's the kind of detailing I can get behind. I'm not a detailer. I respect it though. I respect it. That's awesome. I mean, I burned mine down. Listen, it was only a matter of time. During the stream, so for anyone who doesn't know, we stream Segunda Beach live, and I recorded it during the stream, turned it into a video. So that was not fake. If anyone's wondering if I fake things like that, I do not. It just happens. And I had this sinking feeling after I planted all of that, and we were just kind of hanging out and chatting during the planting. I got this feeling like this isn't going to be good. And of course, it burned to the ground. And I thought this song was playing. I thought this song was playing. Myrtle's Revenge. It's like she knows. It's like she knows. You want industry to be like it was in CS1? Really? Oh, you mean the DLC. Okay, sorry. I actually don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. So I think that industry in CS1 was not good. Like, I feel like I never understood why there was such dramatic fluctuation happening with my industry areas. So I really hope that they figure that out once they properly implement it. It is not right now it's very clearly not the implementation it should be. Like I don't take a lot of. I mean, I don't love the way that buildings randomly spawn, and I hope they fix that because it's crazy. But I also, I don't think that CS1 nailed it. I think that there's room to improve. Too much parking near the metro station? Parking at all? I guess there's these parking lots. So the parking lots in this game, you got to remember, they're not real parking lots. So they're not a bad thing. They are parks. So I'm not overly concerned about parking lots. They attract people to the area. You would love more large 10 by 10 or more industry buildings? Me too. Me too. I feel like with the region packs too, that's been a thing that we haven't really seen a lot of. Oh my goodness, Teddy, you were killing me, homie. I'm only halfway there in the metro tracks. Okay, Teddy. Okay. We're gonna vibe for a second. We're gonna make this happen. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this the way you want, Teddy. I'm gonna do it my way. And I don't think you're gonna like it. Let's see. Can I keep this up? I cannot. Oh, I can. Okay, it's in the way. But here, let me see how many this will get me. All right. You know what? I can make this happen. We're going to meet that requirement. And we're going to do it not in the way that Teddy wanted me to. Teddy, close your eyes. Close your eyes, my friend, because I am doing some bad things. But we can afford this. Shaking your head? Listen, I don't think we need more subway. I think that we've done a good job. I think we have a land use problem. And I think that Teddy's trying to trick me. And I will not be tricked, my friends. Look at that. Is Teddy... Oh, Teddy. Teddy, is this what you had in mind? Is this what you had in mind? I don't know that it is. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. You know what? I feel like in honor of Teddy, there's no areas where there's nothing happening. T. Oh, it's slope too steep. It's mad at me. There's the Teddy T. There you go. That's all you get. New mountain coaster. This is just our decoration. Oh, we actually run out of money. So that's a problem. Now the real question for me is, once we reach this, do I have to keep those lines? I do. So I've got to keep these here. I don't think I need any more. So I know you guys are probably thinking that this is absolutely horrendous. But if I don't need any more, why would I build them? Or maybe there's a little bit more that I need. So I think that we could have another line going back here, but maybe another one right here. I want to make sure we don't lose track of that though. So I'm willing to have that, and we'll delete what we don't need later. You don't see any metro in those neighborhoods? Yeah, it was a good stream. Now you've had enough. You've had enough. Yeah, we're gonna go. I think we'll do another one through here. I don't think I'm gonna. Well, yeah, we'll have it go basically all the way back here. Totally unnecessary, but it'll help. And I gotta keep the money rolling now. So let's just make sure. Yeah, single family homes. They really deserve their own metro. I missed metro station. Where did I miss a metro station? You can't leave me hanging like that. No metro over the river, or no, there's one. We have our spline. That's it. Maybe we'll add a second one. That'll be a way to eat up some of those tracks. But we'll have a ton of stops through here. Let's look at our land uses again. Gosh. This is the worst spot to put. I guess we did add a whole bunch of high density. I'll swing it through here. We'll stop at the high school or close to it. And then we went all high density here. So adding the metro here should actually help these buildings come in. And we'll just have stops everywhere. You want to stop? You get a stop. Everyone gets a stop. And now that's too close actually. We'll stop at the passenger harbor directly at it. And I would love to be able to transfer between the two of these, even though they're super close. We're going to add a pedestrian connection. I'll add a stop here, and then we'll have a way to walk down. Oh, shoot. One to transfer here, and then I'm going to head right back up. This, yeah, more single family stuff. But we don't really have any other option. We can increase the density around here. Oh, shoot. If I plan this appropriately, we could meet up, and then we don't have to stop right there. Or we can, and it's not a big deal. I'm going to do something like this. And then I'll sweep this back up. Even though this, I'll put this one a little bit further away. More coverage this way. And now you can transfer at this station to get to this line, which will provide a whole bunch of transfer opportunities. And then I don't want to replace this just for ease. So people will have to walk a block. It'll be fine. Did you guys know the next region pack for CS2 is in Japan? I did know that. I did know that. I may have been recording just before the stream. I've made some good progress in the video. It's not quite done yet. But yeah, looking forward to sharing that with you guys. The region packs are so funny, and so another reason people were asking earlier, why am I not playing CS2? So one of the things that's interesting about the region packs is that because I get access to them early to make these videos, I end up in a situation where like I see these things beforehand, and like Segunda Beach, there might be things that I want to use, and I can't yet. So yeah. Hence, wait and play a game that's not getting updates. Do we have a release date for the next pack? Next Monday. Next Monday, yeah. It is rapidly approaching. And I don't know when the one after that comes out. I'm guessing that'll be announced shortly thereafter. But yeah. I'd imagine they're winding down. The holidays are right around the corner. But it's been a good run. I mean, you got to remember, Japan, we are now halfway through once that one comes out. So, kind of crazy. It's gone pretty fast. Is there a timeline on the US packs? Not announced yet. Not announced yet. I'm really looking forward to the US packs though. I'm really looking forward to them. I'm also very excited that there's two different varieties of packs coming out for the US, because the US has very different architecture. But I'm just gonna put a plug out there. We need a Midwestern pack. I get it. We're not super exciting. We're just sitting here in flyover country, doing our flyover things. But I think we have interesting architecture. I think we got some great cities. I think we need a pack too. Then again, there's lots of other places that want packs as well. Imagine they did a pack dedicated to each state. I mean, that would basically be the truck simulator model, right? Because, I mean, American Truck Simulator, European Truck Simulator, they have the different packs for each state. I actually have Truck Simulator. I've never played it. It was on like a sale where it was $5. And one of the things that came with it was a whole bunch of packs. So I'm really curious to see how they do it. But yeah, I think it would be super cool. You know, that's like even though, like, you know, the different European packs, Eastern European pack. There's a lot of different countries in Eastern Europe. You know, it's not going to be exactly the same everywhere. And even with the East and West Coast packs for the US, I'm sure Canada would love to have an East and West Coast pack. Totally different. Portugal pack, I would love to see, like, I could see combining some, like, imagine like a Portugal and Spain pack that was a little bit bigger, but had, because I mean, there's some shared architectural heritage there. I mean, you could also say with Spain, Northern Africa, you pay $5 for a California pack, be pretty cool. Vancouver would be dope. Vancouver, Montreal, those are two cities that have their own unique architectural flair. You know, I think that you can make a pretty compelling case that there should probably be a France pack that's not Parisian. You know, like I think that, you know, German pack that is rural Germany. You know, oh my goodness, that's what you guys were talking about. Rural Germany, shout out Will CS. And his Rural Germany series for CS1. Okay. There is the stop. I got you guys. Italian pack would be lovely. Italian pack would be great. Mountainous European pack, yes. Will CS. I spoke with Will CS a little bit ago. But not as much as I should be. But everyone's busy. But Will, if you don't know, Will is a moderator in the Discord, content creator as well. Just in general, lovely human being, absolutely incredibly talented. Just a wonderful guy. Aussie pack. I mean, if we do an Aussie pack though, like you guys aren't going to be offended if it's Australia and New Zealand, right? And like there's the inspiration from both in the pack. Because I feel like if there's not if New Zealand's left out, they're going to be very, very sad about that. They're left out of maps and all sorts of things. You gotta hook New Zealand up as well. But I do agree. I think that in general, there's a lot of fans of the game in that part of the world, and to have no representation stinks. Japan had a fishing industry extractors, did they? If Japan had fishing, we need fishing in general. I don't know what is in bridges and harbors, but my hope is that fishing is in there. I hope I have to redo Magnolia County for it. Aussie pack with Pidamo trees, for sure. For sure. Such a cool dude, too. You love a pack where you can make your own racetrack? It's funny. The number of people looking for racetracks, I never even thought about it before I was doing this. But there's a lot of people. I think there's an opportunity if they wanted to like branch out and like collaborate with other industries. Imagine like an F1 Skylines pack. Seems like a natural fit. Or a NASCAR pack. Seems like there's a lot of people who would like that. But reasonably, you don't even have to go that far. I think that you could do like a county fairgrounds pack and do, you know, racing and things of that nature within that pack. Yes, Monaco. Monaco would be a good one too. That would be crazy. I think it's thinking outside of the box and getting people excited about unique things that you're just not, like, we don't have access to. You know, and I really wish that the store was being, like, the city's Skylines 1 workshop was being used as more of a reference for what people want. Because I feel like, there we go. There we go. Okay. Chat, we got our 500 instances of Metro tracks. We're good. We've used about... Okay. 42. We've used 17% of our time. And we've got 11% of our ridership. But there was a good chunk of that where we weren't doing anything. So I think, and I could be wrong, I think we could coast and beat it. Our traffic flow is even improving already. I'm going to switch all of our metros to have high capacity trains. And then we're just going to vibe for a while, because I think we're going to get there. We'll make sure that we're not in a situation where these are overloading, because look at some of these. The Packers line and the Green Bay line, just crazy. So could probably use a couple more trains in the future. Free public transport. Oh, thank you. Teddy, the policies that you have enabled, we have recreational use. I wonder how that helps us here. Recycling, water usage. We're going to grant some tax relief across the board. We'll let go of leisure. Oh, Teddy, you got a high-rise ban. Nah. Industrial space planning, so that we have more doubles the amount of goods produced. So hopefully that'll reduce the amount that we need for industrial. High-tech housing, get that land value. I want to ban biking on sidewalks. No one's biking. You take the subway. Filter industrial waste because we have a lot of industry mixed in. Make the city more valuable. Industry 4.0. We do have a lot of educated employees. We'll do that too. Let's see. Park and recreation boost. We're going to do that. Free Wi-Fi. That'll help with tourism, right? Oh, mail accumulation. Prefer parks. Tourists choose parks more than unique buildings. We'll go for that. And then we'll start to plop some of those unique buildings by our transit. Let's see what this does to our taxes. Music sounding crispy again. So I think I know what it was. I was doing some troubleshooting, and it seems like Spotify was actually making my entire system lag. And I don't know why Spotify would do that. And now it only plays the one song. Love that. There we go. Is that better? Better? Music better? Am I restarting my computer? Yeah, I did. Music is speaking. I'm hitting the forward button, but Spotify is lagging. It's bizarre. It's because Spotify is an a-hole. It is. I should think. So you guys are probably not going to like what I'm about to say. I would switch to Apple Music, but I like the AI DJ. I'm guessing I'm the only one who likes the AI DJ and then the Spotify Wrapped. Who was on my Wrapped for the year? Hold on, I looked at it last night. While we're hanging out for a second, I can take a look. Let's see. I was a top 0.5% fan of Thundercat. So my top artists, Thundercat, Steve Lacy, Masterplan Music, Daft Punk, Tyler the Creator. My number one song was Meet Me at Our Spot by Willow. End of the Beginning, a Caliucci song, No More Lies, Tame Impala, Thundercat, and then Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, that was my Wrapped. What do you guys get? Oh yeah, Thundercat. Thundercat is without a doubt my favorite artist. Like, I love Thundercat so much. Love it. Go to taste. Thundercat is awesome. I want to see Thundercat. Thundercat was in Chicago and I missed him. Go for YouTube Music. It's awesome. You know what? That's a heck of a good point. I already have YouTube Music because I have YouTube Premium. As a 25-year producer, you're crying over all of this? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I was number 3 on your artist. I should have created a video. I tell you what, if I can figure it out this weekend, I'll make one. An animated GIF. I'll do the GIF of Verde Beach. I've been meaning, I got to make one for Magnolia County, but I'll put that one up there. YouTube Music is crap. It was great when it was Google Music. Okay, I agree with you. I had Google Music and it was awesome. And then they switched to YouTube Music and it sucked. But I think it's gotten better. The reason it sucked initially, and I'm not sure if you guys remember this or if you guys experienced this, initially they would take like those Vivo videos and they would just disable the video and send you the audio. And as a result, it was just garbage, just like absolute terrible, because you'd hear like people talking or footsteps that weren't actually in the song. But that is not the case anymore. That is not the case anymore. Guys, we're losing tons of money. And you know what that means? It means that it's time to invest in the City Skyline stock market. And we are going to make all of the money by manipulating the stock market, which I think is something that everyone should do in Skylines if you have this DLC. So We are going to make boatloads of money in the most honest way possible. And maybe we'll turn this into a gigantic financial and green cities district over here. So what I'm thinking is we've got a high school here. I'm going to teach the kids how to do it right. We'll place this right here. And we're going to manage our investments. So the way that you do this, if you want to do really well, you want to make all the money. Well, I'm gonna see if I do this backwards or not. So I will just absolutely crank the taxes. And we'll watch our industry die. So the change rate will go way, way down. The share value will go way, way down. So now it's basically worthless. We're making money again. You've got to be... No! What is going on? That was not what I expected. That is not what I expected. I didn't expect to start making a ton of money from that. I wanted to lose money. So I want the share value to drop down. And I think if I leave the taxes crank long enough, it'll kill the industry. And then I can buy a bunch of stock. So I'm going to buy the dip. When it goes down, I will buy it. And then I will lower the taxes and I will make all of the money. And then I will sell all of the stock. That is the goal. Someone call the IRS. I'm hiding. I'm hiding. This is as close to a gambling stream as you're ever going to see on Twitch. Playing with the financial the financial DLC in City Skylines 1. Insider trading, without a doubt. Okay, we're down 12%. Let's see if it goes a little bit further. Cannot afford this. Are you sure? Okay. So now we are going to make all of the money. Look at our gains. We're making all that money. Oh no. We'll just be patient. That's the goal with investing. Be patient. This is not financial advice, kids. Do not engage in insider trading. Do not manipulate the stock market. Play the long game. Don't do it backwards because you'll lose all your money. You lost your life savings and child college funds to CPP coin. Yeah, jeez. Before the stream, as I was wrapping things up, I saw that the thing about the Hawk coin. Jeez, anyone who invested in that, just crazy. Just I don't understand. But I've had many conversations with my brother-in-law about this. I just don't understand cryptocurrency. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It seems like it's all gambling to me. Like, Bitcoin is okay. Like, at least there's a couple of countries, or one. Is it Ecuador that decided to use it as their currency? So there's at least some reason to have that, maybe. But like, what is the point of cryptocurrency? It just seems like a cool way to gamble. I just don't get it. Yeah, like the Hawk coin. Yeah, Why? I don't understand. I didn't understand NFTs, and I don't understand cryptocurrency. And when I don't understand something, I don't think it's a good thing to do. It doesn't make any sense to me. It is gambling. It is. I don't understand it. Like, the problem is, like, normal gambling, you're gonna lose too. Like, the house always wins. But the thing is, with cryptocurrency, it's not just the gambling part of it, but it's also the fact that there are scammers pumping and dumping things. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I wish I did. I just lost money on that. And that's why I don't do crypto. Illegal activities, circumvent international laws. Yeah, that's not a good way for it. Blockchain technology kind of makes sense to you, but crypto feels like a poor use of the tech. Maybe that's the other part. I don't fully understand blockchain in general. So yeah. Okay. How else can I do this? How else can I manipulate the stock market? I'm trying to rack my brain. It was really easy. It was really, really easy. Quitter mentality? Is this the new tulip bulb mania? I think so. I really do. Blockchain is basically no government interference, maximum security. I don't know, man. Like, here's the thing. Governments have a couple of reasons for existing, and currency is one of those reasons. So like I struggle with that because I think that government exists for defense. Government exists for currency stability. Government exists to ideally level playing fields and produce predictability. And currency is a big part of that. Obviously, some places do a really poor job of that. You know, Argentina, I feel for everyone in Argentina who's had to deal with that crazy inflation. Same thing in Australia, Canada. Ideally, though, a government is giving you that stability. I just saw one of these. Speaking of stability. Generic industry. Look at how low it is. It was at 700. So if we lower the taxes, what does it do? We're just going to follow it for a second. Remind me 6 months US. We all have corpo lobbies. Yeah, that is true. Crypto is also an energy hawk to the amount of energy the consumerist mind is mine. Okay. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, crypto uses a ton of energy, electricity, and it doesn't produce anything of value. That's my other issue that I have with it. Like, it doesn't. I get it. Like it's another form of currency. Anything that has value. If we all agreed today that we are going to barter with each other, there's going to be a CPP community that pays for everything in brats and hot dogs. Like, we could make an economy based on brats and hot dogs, but those actually have value. You can eat them. You know, like that's a troubling thing. The El Salvador Bitcoin was a marketing stunt. I mean, it worked out for them. Good for El Salvador. Good for El Salvador. Yeah, so it looks like as I look at the generic industry, I'm lowering the taxes. I don't understand what's going on. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not seeing the pattern that I saw before. Maybe it was a generic industry pattern that I saw before. That's what it was. That's what it was, guys. First of all, let's look at our ridership. We'll see if we're still on track. Look at that. We're a quarter of the way there. We're cruising. It's turning off the industry buildings. That was the trick. So you build some industry and then you just disable them. And then you buy a bunch. You buy a bunch of stuff. And then after that, you turn them back on. Profit. Unlimited money hack. Works in the real world too, for sure. The broadding system. Listen, we barter here in bratwursts and glizzies, and that's it. That's it. Hot dog hoarder. Isn't Wisconsin economy already bratwurst? It is. It's beer brats versus what beer brats versus a cheese filled. That's the real question. Which one do you want? I'm a beer brat guy myself. Glad you have a hot dog tree. You're good. You're good. Glizzy coin. There's only two cryptocurrencies that I care about. Glizzy coin and brat coin. The only two that make sense to me. We're gonna make a little farming area over here, in the Orchard District. It'll be perfect. How's the challenge going? We are killing it, dude. We're killing it. I honestly think the trick to this challenge, and Teddy, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I think the trick is rezoning. It's in the title. It's called transit oriented. You have to make transit oriented development. So we basically took, we added subways to these areas, and then we increased the density. Transit oriented development right around the transit stations. Jedi. Thank you for the tier 1 for a year. Jedi, what are you doing? Are we just sub to each other? I think that Jedi and we're both sub to each other, and we're just giving Twitch money. Jedi, I just want to send you something in the mail. That's what I need to do. Jedi, the other day, my daughter finished the ketchup potato chips, and she is rapidly becoming a Canadian. Just to let you know, she's ready to go. Pretty much playing with the emotes in the meantime. Exactly. I should just give you my Prime. I don't know how to do it. I feel terrible that I have not used my Prime yet. You need to get me more. I don't know how the international stuff would work, but I should send you. I mean, I would like to send you cheese, but I would need to stay cold. If I could send you beer, I would like to do that too. But I don't know if they're gonna like that. Can I make a Clearwater map in CS2? I could, but it's not my map, so I would feel uncomfortable with that. It's actually an Eggsy map. I can ask Eggsy if they have any interest in it, but I don't know that they're playing. I don't know that they're playing CS2. So yeah, I've done it. I mean, I took the Verde Beach map, did it. Yes to both. Logistics seem tough. Jedi, I'm gonna look it up because I would really like. I meant to bring you something to Finland, and then I packed my entire suitcase with streaming gear. And as much fun as that was, I feel like I still owe you some things. So I will get on that. That'll be. I've actually got to make my way to the post office soon. So I will plan on also seeing if I can figure that out, and then I'll touch base with you if you have PO box or something. Phil, you can use the day-night cycle to manipulate generic industry stock. Really? The day-night cycle will do it, but I don't have a mod that's gonna let me do that. That's the unfortunate thing. This I think I can do pretty easily. We'll make a super ugly farm out in the corner here. Post office is broken in city skylines, 1 or 2. If you're saying it's broken in CS1, that makes me wonder if they just never figured it out. Because it doesn't work right well in cities 2 either. Yeah. By the way, Jedi, I looked to see. So if you guys are unaware of what I'm talking about, I don't think I have a picture of it. Canadian delicacy. We're looking at gourmet Lay's. It's ketchup Lay's potato chips. And my youngest daughter loves Lay's. And everyone else, I mean, I thought they were fine. But she grabbed these. She's like, Dad, this is my thing. And the other night, just demolished them. But as you can tell, this Canadian delicacy is not exactly a cheap buy in the good old US of A. Although 4 bags for $25, I don't really know if that's a good deal anymore. Everything seems weird with money. It's hard to say. I went to the grocery store last night. I wanted to buy a 12-pack of Sprite, and it was $10. I was just like, what is going on? Different over in Canada? How much is that in Canada? And I guess I don't really know how much Canada money is in the US. I have kids. I have 2 kids. I do. Listen, I'm an old man. People might not realize it, but I am old. Hi, Icy. Good to see you, buddy. Ketchup chips are required at any Canadian gatherings. I'm telling you. She's going to move to Canada specifically for the potato chips. I'm going to lose her to the Canadians. 3 bags for $11 at Walmart here, or $8 or so in the US. Canada grocery store. Canada grocery store. That is extortion. That is a heck of a deal. Listen, Jedi, I was thinking about sending you things. I think I'm going to sell Canadians things for twice or 3 times the price. Canadians, would you like some Doritos? They're different in the US. I promise. It'll only cost you 3 times more than I paid for them. Trader Phil's, exactly. Worst deals in town. Honestly, that's the move right there. I will go to Trader Joe's. I will buy things at Trader Joe's and I will sell them to Canadians for twice the price. That's what you get. It's €3 tops for a bag of chips. So a bag of chips is cheap here. It's the Canadian flavors. And here's the funny thing. Lay's is in America. Like it's in the US. Lay's might even be Lay's. Okay, Lay's is Pepsi. They're from the United States. Yet, they have this exclusively Canadian type of potato chips that they will not sell here, and they will extort us for it. The Canadians will. As they should. That's capitalism. Lay's is PepsiCo? That is wild to me. Big bag, though. True. And Christmas is around the corner. Okay, if you're a young kid, you're a 7-year-old, how do you feel about unwrapping your Christmas presents and you get 4 bags of Lay's ketchup potato chips? Do you feel good about that? Don't worry about this, guys. Don't worry about it. Salt and vinegar rules. I agree. Biff, I agree. I am on the same page as you. Your young kids would love that. Lots of sugar. Well, okay, there's the trick. You don't let them eat all 4 bags at once. So I like to get like a big bag of potato chips and then like give them a smaller container. Like we have these reusable bags. Give that to them. My kids have to take a snack into school. So yeah, that's how you do it. JD Bizzle, good to see you in here, buddy. That's not all that they're getting. Little do you know. My kids are getting potato chips for Christmas and that's it. I mean, it's that, or the funny thing, I told you guys last stream that we're going to the Bahamas. It's like my anniversary / Christmas gift / birthday gift for my wife and myself, and my kids are coming too. And one of the funny things is while we're in the Bahamas, there is a New Year's celebration with Little John. And I feel like that's what my kids would want for Christmas. New Year's celebration with unlimited drinks with Little John. $300. What a steal. I mean, I can already hear it already. Okay. My kids just forever. Wait, Goombay Punch? You're not trying to, I have my kids. I can't get crazy. Little John, like what? Okay, yeah. That Little John is going to be in the Bahamas, hosting a New Year's celebration the day that I get there with the guy from Workaholics, Adam Levine. So, yeah, turned down for what? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. My wife told me about it last night, and she's looking up. We're looking up like that. You can swim with pigs in the Caribbean on a pink sand beach, or you could get crunk with Little John and just walk around going, yeah, and hopefully your kids are okay. get turned on the Hawaiian Punch and Sprite. I love it. I know. It is so random. Like, out of all the things I imagined while in the Bahamas, hanging out with Little John, not on the card. Not in the cards for me either. But in the place that we're staying, it sounds like Little John is going to be in there. So even if I wanted to sleep, I think that I'm going to hear Little John echoing throughout the halls and everywhere. It's going to be wild. Planner Duck, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You choose the pigs. We're choosing the pigs too. It's going to be fun. Choosing the pigs means you get to swim with the pigs, and then they take you on a tour around the island and basically tell you the history of the place, which I'm all about that. But Little John, I'm gonna get turned down right now. Planner Duck, thank you again for the gifted subs. That's fine. That's super generous of you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing all right. We're playing Cities 1, and let me tell you, we have planned the ultimate city. Oh, and we've got to actually slow things down, because I made B. Squagelhausen just disgusted by this, rightfully so. And I feel like we can do better. We've already built the ultimate subway system. For anyone who's missed, this is how we got there. We got the Teddy T and all of the track underground, so we met that requirement. Teddy, that's exactly what you were expecting me to do. And then we built an absolutely massive subway system, serving single-family areas, doing a good job, but carrying all of the people, because we deleted this bridge right here. There was a bridge linking these two up, immediately got rid of it. It was a beautiful bridge. It was the best bridge. And we replaced it with the lumpiest and the bumpiest and the nastiest bridge that we could. And I don't have node controller, so I can't fix it. I can do my best. The bridge is peak planning. Listen, we've got to hold on. We got to ride this. We got to ride this. Where is our where's our subway car? Got to find one. Well, when it comes back, it's got to go underground for one stop. Oh, there it is. Oh, that is not at all helpful. Can I get through this? Friends, what is going on? No. We're out of water too. Or, oh. Water pipes. We got to put them underneath the road. And I lost the train again. Oh, it's right here. Why? This is not helpful. Seeing that bridge makes you vomit. Makes you want to vomit. You and B. Squagelhausen both. Okay, guys. Look at this. This beautiful bridge. This replaced that terrible roadway bridge that we had. And isn't this better? It's an adventure. Every time you go to the other half of the city, you get to experience peak planning. Peak planning. Even see the fire. Oh, so guys, I didn't think about this. So I got rid of the bridge because I didn't want people to take their car, but I hadn't really considered that there potentially is no fire coverage on one half of the map. Police coverage would also suffer. Everything would suffer. Yeah. Never started CS2. You're still playing the OG? Listen, if you haven't played, we're gonna pause it. I'm gonna redo this bridge. If you haven't played yet, oh, whoa. Sorry, I just did a CS2 move there. In CS2, you can hold down one side of the road and then delete all the way along it. And I forgot that in CS1, you just delete everything. You go absolutely ham. It's a free play weekend. And I would just, if you've been on the fence, if you've thought about it at all, I think you should try it because you have nothing to lose. Also, though, I will say a lot of people have ended up in a weird spot where they play CS2 and it makes CS1 feel old, and they don't want to play CS1 anymore. And then like CS1 or CS2 has too many issues. They don't want to play CS2. So that is a risk. Just join the stream. That bridge is diabolical. We're trying to improve it because at this point we've made all the money. We didn't cheese our stock market yet even, and we're still doing okay. However, I forgot just how janky the rail is in CS1 without mods. Like if I had node controller, this would be so simple. So simple, but I don't. I mean, just node, not node controller. God, what is the name of it? The mod for building roads. You don't want to even deal with that with road building in CS1 anymore. Yeah, CS. That's the part. Yeah, the multi-tool. That's it. And like, I thought that the multi-tool was like peak. Like, what they need in CS2 is the multi-tool. No, what they need in CS2 is the CS2 road tool. It's that good. If you've never used it, you don't know. If you have, like, I am not a very good road builder. I will admit that. I don't think I'm an incredibly creative road builder. But you know who is? Teddy Radko. And I feel like that tool was built for Teddy. It was built for Yumble. It was built for folks that are like wizards with roads. But it's got its issues too. But it's definitely a significant improvement. I just wish that across the board it was a significant improvement. There are issues. Network multi-tool, that's the one. The only thing you miss is the multi-slope tool. That's the multi-tool slope tool. That's true. I've missed that less now that Anarchy has. So Anarchy in Cities 2 has this mode now where you can have an even slope. And that combined with the ability to force it to be a ground segment, for me, has given me all that I need to create good rail. Oh, shoot. I say good rail because I'm never going to make great rail. Roads with a low point of CS1 for you? I have mixed emotions. So the reason I have mixed emotions is, so as someone that made videos, oh gosh, that's terrible. As someone that made videos, I really like that in CS1, you could demonstrate what you want to do because everything was really snappy. So like, I could say, go up, knock it up 10 units, move it down 10 units, move it over 10. And it's just very easy to replicate. CS2, its biggest benefit is also its biggest detriment in that it's just very flexible. And as a result, like if I wanted to tell you how I made something or redo it myself, it's really hard to do that. But also like, come on, man. Come on, man. Why? I think I know how to fix this. Looks a bit too high. I think it's actually right. I think we could actually, well, yeah, it should be a little bit lower, most likely. I think it's a significant improvement, though. And I think that I take the significant improvement. Pretty late, but hey, hope everyone has a good day. Thank you, Frank. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Friday. Hopefully your Friday is going well. Teddy, I'm going to, again, ruin more of your beautiful bridge, and I feel really bad about that, but it's gone. It's gone. It's but a memory at this point. I want to make sure If we're trying to be aesthetic with this, I've got to get those trusses to show up. And I think if I just like do a kind of a gnarly trench right here and then clean it up afterwards, that'll probably do the trick. Bridge, no curvy. You don't like curvy bridge? It's a very gentle curve. Oh, I see what you're saying. The curve is why I'm losing the trusses. Gotcha. Dang it. Okay. I'll tell you what. Now that I know what you mean, we'll do that. And then we'll give our bridge a nice little curve right here. And that'll get rid of that. That'll get rid of our truss. There we go. There we go. We're destroying things. Not a big deal. Trusses only span on straight segments. Yes, Tatty. I could edit a curve with Move It. But Teddy, I felt like I couldn't use Move It. I felt like I would be doing you a disservice to use Move It on your wonderful challenge. Then again, I definitely did a disservice to your bridge and a significant part of your challenge and build. So I guess choose your battle. I'm not sure what was worse for me to do. Joe Tyler, longtime YouTube viewer, first time catching you live. Nice to put a face to the voice. Just wanted to say thanks for all the videos. Hey, thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad that you're liking the videos. Hopefully I continue to make videos that you enjoy. That's my goal anyway. What is it mad about? Is it the parking? It's the parking plus the highway. I'll add a node, get rid of the parking, and see if it's happy with that. Vanilla, you think it needs to be straight? Yeah. And now, of course, I don't want the truss. So I need that slight curve to prevent it. It's gonna keep on keeping on. Let's see. Been watching at 2x speed. So now I'm talking slow to you, huh? I apologize. If things have slowed down quite a bit for you. Slow down quite a bit. Okay. Listen, chat. This is not going to be very nice either. But it's going to be better than what we had. Let's just see. Drop. Pretty. Not in the right spot. This is impossible. You guys wondered why all my stuff was lumpy and bumpy? If you guys ever wondered in CS1, I blame CS1. It's not perfect, but it's considerably better. CS2 is the original plan for is the original plan for CS2. CS2 is the original plan for CS1 if you look close. I mean, it's funny. I do wonder just kind of knowing the time that CS1 came out in, I wonder how many ideas they had at the time that they just couldn't do. You know, budgetary constraints, wanting to get the game out quick. You know, I mean, the game came out right after the SimCity debacle. So clearly that had a big influence on the game being released at all. And speed was very important in the success of the game, in my estimation. All right, you know what? It's not perfect, but it's not as bad as my not as bad as my coasters in Planet Coaster. I think we take this as a win. This is considerably better. It's not perfect. I wish that I had the network multi-tool to pick it up and clean it up a little bit. That's not good, but it could be better. Should we trust that? Never trust me with bridges. Never trust me with bridges. Only trust RCE. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. I'm not. And my favorite thing is that we've inadvertently created a wave pool as well. There's a tsunami. Although I think it might be too soon to talk about tsunamis after yesterday. Talking to some friends in the Bay Area, and it sounds like it was, man, not cool. Not cool. Hearing tsunami, getting schools canceled, and then finding out that it was canceled right after that. The tsunami, that is. Love my content. Bought City Skylines 1 after seeing my tutorials. I'm now addicted to city builders. Had to point out the point that you had to install SimCity on your phone to keep it up. Johnny, you should. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard that Theotown on your phone is really good if you don't want microtransactions and stuff. It is a one-time purchase, but I'm all in favor of a one-time purchase with no microtransactions. One of the games that is on sale right now, if you're a fan of cozy games at Nintendo, Animal Crossing Pocket Academy, full version, no microtransactions. $10 this month, $20 next month. And I am super in favor of mobile games that have a one-time purchase. Super cool. Super cool. Theotown. Theo, like THEO. Theotown. Boats just sailed right through that pillar. Yeah, don't worry about that. Theotown's amazing. I should do that in a video. It's been a little while because of all the region pack videos. I haven't had any non-cities content in a minute. I still got my SimCity video that I've been always plugging away at a little bit, but Theotown is one that I should. Gonna drop some unique buildings, stadiums, destinations. I actually don't need to. We could, but reasonably, at this point, all we have to do is kind of chill. But sure. Oh, he's at. You know what? I didn't really look at this view. Probably should have. We actually placed all of our subway lines around all the unique buildings, so they're all right here, and we've got all of our lines kind of going all the way around, just visually placing them near these. So they're already here. They're already here. Theotown doesn't list a cost on the Play Store. I wonder if it's an in-app purchase then, which I think stinks if it is. Mario Run was that way, or whatever the Mario game was on Android and iOS. When it's like that, you can't have it on more than one device. There's a Steam version. Yeah, in-app purchase. Yeah, some games will have the full version as a purchasable in-app purchase, and it's huge bummer. One app, it's in-app one time. Yeah, it's the same deal. I think it's the scummier way of doing it. San Francisco didn't have an earthquake, but a couple hours north of San Francisco, Eureka, California, had a 7.0, just west of it. So 7 is no joke. I mean, 6 6.2, I think, is what they had in Northridge and LA, and it leveled the freeways. So if you get a 7 in a major urban area, even in an area that's prepared for earthquakes, terrifying. Dev1 Dead, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate you. Yeah, terrifying. That's the big one that California's been worried about for so long. The one that when I moved there, it was, watch out, man, we're overdue for the big one. Like that's the one. 7. Triggered a tsunami warning. Yeah. You didn't even know about it until someone asked you if it was underwater since you're in California, but San Diego's way too far to be affected. Yeah. That's it. The thing that always worries me about those is, it's a big ring, and the aftershocks. Not San Diego's too far away, but in the immediate vicinity of it, You're in Orange County. Yeah, you're a good distance away. You've been getting a few 4s and 5s recently. 5s are those ones that like they wake you up if you're sleeping, because you hear the glasses and the plates clanking around in the cupboard, just enough to scare you, but not enough to do much of anything. I think I was in like a 5.1 or something of that nature. We're at work, and it was enough to tip over a monitor. Like that was like the big damage. You love the song West Bend? Dude, as you should. I've watched your drone videos, and I saw West Bend in it, or listened to it. Your drone videos are super cool. I love a drone, but I fear it's like 3D printing. I feel like I would really like 3D printing, and I also feel like I don't have time for anything. So, drones, 3D printers. Someday when I ride off into the sunset, you guys will know what I'm doing. 3D printing and drones, that's it. And listening to Master Plan music while I do it. New Jersey had a 4.8. Well, see, a 4.8 in New Jersey is different. Are you guys even on a fault? Because that would feel much more violent if you weren't. Also, you have a lot of brick and glass buildings that aren't on rollers. I think I was in a roller building in California, and it's built for it, so it just feels, it's not as bad. You have all you have all those hobbies, and yeah, they take up too much time. Yeah, Night's Way, that's my fear. My wife actually told me 2 years ago for my birthday, she just said, your birthday gift this year is a 3D printer. Just go buy yourself one. And I was like, sweet, like that's a super cool gift. So I went, I started doing research, and I just got overwhelmed. And then I started to think to myself, if I'm getting overwhelmed with the research, am I going to be overwhelmed with the hobby? Like, I think it's super cool, and I think I would do it, but also like, I'm the type of person who starts to obsess about things, and I would worry that I would become obsessed with 3D printing. Like I would just like go down the rabbit hole. And I mean, I have 3D printed stuff right next to me right now. Okay. Here's, let's see if I can show this to you. Let's see. I can not. Oh, wait, right here. Underneath my Roadcaster. This. If I had a 3D printer, someone 3D printed this. It's just a stand that helps my Roadcaster stand up. I would much rather have been able to, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. I would have much rather been able to do this for myself. There it is. But I paid, I want to say this was $30. But it was somewhat local. So I felt good about it. But I feel like if I had a 3D printer, I could have easily done that myself. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I've thought about it. Feet, covered feet. That's the only reason I'm okay using that cam. Because in the last stream, I had non-covered feet. Not good. Hey, do you know why CS2 crashes when you press the play in launcher? It's probably, honestly, it's probably a mod issue. If it's not a mod issue, it's a settings file issue. Even if you don't have mods, the only mod that you absolutely have to have is Skive. Skive can delete your settings file if it gets corrupted and tell you that it's corrupted. So yeah, I would highly recommend you get it if you can. In the meantime, verify your files in Steam. If you don't know how to do that, I can show you quickly. Jump in here, right mouse click it, and then verify the integrity of your game files. Do know that if you've replaced any files, like I replaced the DLSS driver, if you do this, I can do it right now. I can just kind of show it to you. It goes through all your files and it'll reacquire any files that are corrupted. And I actually need to do this. My settings file is corrupted. So it will go through, it'll fix those files, re-download just a couple. And it's basically the first step to take before reinstalling it. The other thing that you might want to do, if you're struggling with this, not show you that, is to jump into the City Skylines directory. And if you have anything in here, anything in this directory, so this is going to be your user directory, app data, local low, Colossal Order, City Skylines 2. If you have anything that says GUI in here, delete it. GUI, GOOEE. If you have anything that says that on your computer, get rid of it because it will cause problems. The other thing is if you have Skive, clone your playsets because that is very likely your issue. The playsets are another thing they can corrupt over time. I've cloned my playset and it's completely saved my bacon. So while we're waiting, we're still doing all the things at once. You can go into your playsets, add a playset, clone your active playset, and that will sometimes resolve your issues. So those are all the ways that I know. Those are all the things that I do. I've been very judicious with my modding usage because I've been afraid of that. And I did update my mods lists. So if you go to my website, updated as of yesterday. So these mods don't crash for me. They're good to go as long as you're using the current version of all of these. I even have the list that I'm using for Segunda Beach, and yeah, so it's all here. So hopefully that's helpful. Thank you, Lighthawk. Appreciate that. Skype doesn't work for you. That is, I wonder why. See, this is what'll happen. One file failed to validate and will be reacquired. And now that that's happened, I should be good to go. My settings file was corrupted. That likely fixed it. So good to go. Skive can handle all your mods and their compatibility and playsets are basically loadouts. Yeah. Skive is both simple and very essential. It just lets you do a lot of things that you would do in game. It updates your mods automatically if you want it to. Let you clone your playsets. Let you. Okay. I'm gonna go back. TDW is a wizard. Another thing that Skive can do for you now. It has a backup center, and it allows you to back up all of your save files and your playsets and your maps and your mod settings and your settings files, and you can set your interval for everything. So you can say, I want to back things up every day at a certain time. Like, this is some next level stuff right here. Like, I don't know. TDW, I mean, I just don't know what to say about him. Like, just absolutely like a gentleman when I met TDW. Just a sweet human being, just whip smart, and created a tool that is absolutely essential to this game. If it were me and I were Paradox, I would back up the Brinks truck to TDW and get him on staff, but no one really cares how I feel. This is to download mods. Yeah. This But it does more than just download mods. It can back up your save files so you never lose your saves. Like the number of people that I've heard say like, I was saving and the game crashed and my save is now corrupted. But that's not a problem if you have a backup. Like, and then it does that for you. Yeah, to me, yeah, Qboy, TDW, there are like a couple folks in the modding community that like just absolutely essential. It's amazing to me that they haven't been scooped up. And if they don't scoop them up, I think that some other developer should, because they're just like, just straight up geniuses. Just straight up geniuses. Q's a rock star. Q is a rock star. Sully too, with the different assets that he's been creating, the surfaces, getting those in here, figuring out things like, I don't know exactly why the surfaces aren't transparent in the base game, but having grass surfaces that are transparent and allow snow to accumulate on them, I mean, that's a Sully innovation right there. Super cool. Surfaces have been a godsend. They have been. Yeah, hire modders. I mean, to be fair, they have hired modders. But I think you could always hire more. And I also think content creator packs are cool, but hire those content creators to make assets too. But I don't run companies. I run a YouTube channel. Autosaves plus naming your saves differently should be good enough for recovering the corrupted save. No, ideally, yeah. Hold on. You guys get to look at my face for a second while I just make sure I don't show anything I'm not supposed to. I do this. So I have a Google Drive. You guys are probably going to think this is super extra. This is content creator nonsense. But I've gone through, and after I'm done with a save and I know that I'm happy with it and I've reached a progress point, which for me is the end of an episode, I just grab the files and I zip them and I throw them into a Google Drive. And I thought about just like pointing the Google Drive app at the folder and having it synchronize it, but I like that I can name things, kind of do this myself. But I mean, this is how I have this. So I provide this to Twitch subs, YouTube members, all that good stuff. And I do this like it is a good thing for you guys, but I will be honest and say I do it for me too, because I've lost saves before, and now I don't lose saves. Ad break now. Sorry about that. Ugh. You've seen corrupted saves? Previous autosaves have worked fine? That's the exact same thing that's happened to me. And in fact, that is actually why I have in my mods list. I can't show it to you right now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. There's a mod that allows you to have where is my mouse? There is a mod that allows you. It's I can search for it actually. Autosave always on. Absolutely essential mod. For whatever reason, autosave is not a default setting of the game. So I have this in there and it forces it back on and it doesn't allow you to turn it off. So I love that mod. I love that mod. My guy likes them Lay's chips. Apparently I'm all about them now. Watching through Clearwater, you're losing a save game a couple of times. Yeah, I did. Well, Bluffside was even worse. Because with Bluffside Crossing, I never thought anyone was going to watch anything. I'm probably like many of you, or maybe I'm dumber. Maybe I'm the dumbest. I would just overwrite my last save in CS1, thought nothing of it. I'd play for hours. And then at the end of the day, overwrite my last save onto the next one. Just like, yeah, not genius. You don't understand why autosave is not on by default? I have no idea. I have no idea. I will be upfront with you and say I don't understand most of the default settings. There are people on the free play weekend that are having a bad time because there are some settings in the base game that out of the default settings that just stink. Like global illumination should not be high as a default setting. It just shouldn't be. Motion blur should not be high as a default setting. It makes people sick. And it's one of those settings that just like pisses people off. And I think that if you have any settings that tick people off by default, don't have it enabled. But it is. So I'll get off my soapbox there. But I feel like they'd have a lot better time if the settings were better. Autosave being off, another big one. Like, it's one thing for your game to crash, and like that's a bummer. But then the feeling of relief when you still have it, cool. But when you crash and you've been playing for 3 hours and you didn't save because you were in the middle of it, and then you get back and you realize the autosave was off, that makes you never want to play again. Like, at least I think for me it would. I don't know about you guys. Motion blur should be off by default due to potential players having motion sickness. Yeah, I agreed. Wasting clock cycles to make your game look worse. Yes, I don't understand it. ACPP, not sure if you got excited by this, but already thoughts about this, but my Japan pack on Monday, B mixed sherry. Are you trying to goat me into another NDA conversation? Where you try to get me to break NDA so I get in deep trouble? I've got plenty of thoughts about the Japanese pack, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you, but I can't. I can't, or I won't be able to see whatever pack comes after the Japanese pack. If I let that out, that's it. That's it. The early access videos, they're done. Oh, you saw the trailer. I didn't even have to think about it. Oh, yeah. I didn't. The trailer's scheduled. We're back to our lays. You guys can look at me for a second. Hold on. City Skylines. Wait, their channel? Their channel's not the first thing that comes up. It's an Infrastructure of City Skylines 2 video, and then the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to City Skylines. No way. There they are. A video of theirs. I'm sorry, guys. It's premiering, which is super cool. It's 5 a.m. That's a bummer. I will not be notified. I do not want to be awake. I hope that for the US pack, my guess is that is a great time in Japan. I hope that for the US pack, it's not at that time because I will not be there. Classic YouTube. Premieres 12/19. Just wake up early. Peanut. Just know that I am not a morning person. I don't know how you do it. Like, okay. Hold on. Peanut, what time is it in Australia right now? Because I'm very curious. It's currently 5 a.m. I thought it was because if I stream at night, there's a lot of Australians. 5 a.m. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it. And see, Peanut's in here as they're trying to goat me into NDA conversations. Always watching. Just kidding. But Peanut, I'm looking forward to it. As soon as I get done with this, I actually have to finish my video. I'm excited about it. Very excited about it. I think I'm excited. That's all I'm going to say. I'm excited. I'm always excited. I love all the new content that we're getting. We've needed it. Is it going to be modern urban Japan buildings or traditional? Do we know? You'll have to watch that premiere at 5 in the morning. It's 6 a.m. on the east side of Australia, or 8 a.m. on the east side of Australia. Okay, well, so for you guys, so I'm just doing quick math. 12, 14 hours from now. So for Peanut, that'll be 7 a.m. for you. Great time in Japan. That makes sense. Yeah, they're scheduling it so that it's the perfect time for Japan. That makes a lot of sense. Currently 10 p.m. in Berlin. So it's not a great, it'll be a fine time for you at 5 in the morning. It'll be like midday. You'll be able to check it out on your lunch break. The only continent that has a bad time is the US. But early morning risers will be fine. And if you're on the East Coast, it'll be 6 a.m. So that's not totally unreasonable. 7 p.m. for you, Peanut. That's like perfect for you. I'll ask you offline, but I'm very curious now what hours you sleep to be able to talk with me, because it feels like whenever I need to talk to you, Peanut, you're available. And now I'm realizing that is really difficult hours for you. Bad time for North America. No sleep for Peanut. Yeah, that's your secret. You never sleep. I mean, I feel you. I think a lot of people see me up at like 2 in the morning. I'm a late night person. But I'll tell you what. I don't talk it gets to be like that time, and if you're one of the people who reaches out to me on Discord, I'm sorry that I've tuned you out, but I have. I'm no longer sociable. I'm a bad content creator in that regard. I end up like just sitting around, and I don't even have the motivation to type a message. You get 10 hours of sleep a day, QZ. I haven't been wearing my Apple Watch as of late, but let me see. I'm curious to see what I get. On average, I get about 6 hours of sleep a night. About that. If I go beyond 6, I wake up just like immediately. Sometimes 5.5. I can't go beyond that. I start to feel groggy all day if I get more sleep than that. Due to a medical condition mainly? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Peanut is AI. Peanut is definitely not AI, but Peanut is a machine for sure. For sure. When we were in Finland, the number of train trips that Peanut took in service of making sure that everyone got where they needed to be, just like super cool. You did not have to do that, Peanut. You bailed me out. You bailed me out. And because you showed me how to get to where I was going, the route home, super chill, which was great because I was out way too late the night before I left. I was out until, I want to say it was like 3 in the morning. And I didn't realize that the bar stayed open so late there, and I had to be on the train at 8. So, bad time. The Apple Watch only measures how much it sleeps you sleep. It sleeps, not you. Oh. Well, the Apple Watch has been, you can't see it. It's green screening. The Apple Watch has been sleeping in my office because I keep forgetting to put it on. I have the band that it comes with, and I feel like I just like sweat. But I switched it out to a metal band, and that one pinched me, and that I didn't want to wear that either. So yeah, invisible watch. Love you, Matt. Thank you. Appreciate that. You can legally drink in 19 days. I mean, it's fun. Be careful. So yeah, that's the only thing I will say about it. You know, there's a lot of societal pressure to overdo it. Don't do that. I see you sleep 6 hours and 35 minutes a day. That actually sounds like a reasonable amount to me, like a good amount. Like if you're as an adult, like It seems like a good amount. The Apple Watch is also tracks your sleep from the time your scheduled sleep mode, not when you actually go to bed. Really? So I have it telling me that I need to go to bed at 11:45. Last night I was recording a video and the noise went off. Like it sounds like a lullaby. And I was furious because I was cooking. I was in the middle of some thoughts. And then in the middle of the video, the ding, ding, ding. It's like, no, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? You sleep 12 hours on weekdays and then wonder why they go by on weekends and wonder why they go by so quickly. But here's the thing. If you're sleeping that long, you probably need it. Like you're recharging the batteries. You got to do that. Otherwise, every day is worse than it should be. It does suck though. I mean, you want to get out there and do something. I think about that a lot. Like this weekend, we have a couple of theaters that serve, well, that one that serves food. And we talked about going to the theater and having breakfast and watching Wicked. And man, weekends are for recharging the batteries. As much as I want to go and watch Wicked, that does give me pause. The big rub, and chat, you guys can actually help me with this. My wife has said that if she's got one of two runs, she's a big runner, and if we go to Wicked, she's going to run on Thursday night, and that would mean that I have to have a daytime stream next week. And I keep having these daytime streams, and I'm supposed to have every other one be a nighttime stream. But if I go to Wicked this weekend, I have to have a daytime stream because she's going to go running at night on Thursday. So what do you guys think? I'm sure you guys are not a very biased audience at all. 6.5 hours of sleep for you. Same, can't do more. Woke up same time for 20 years. Can't adjust. Oh my goodness. I wish I were that regimented. Wife has spoken. Well, wife gave me options. She gave me options. Gary, you're good with the daytime streams? I do like the daytime streams. Look to the western sky. Go to Wicked. Peanut. I might have to. I love going to the theater. It's one of those things where you don't go for a while and you're just like, whatever, I don't need to go. And then you go and it's an experience. It's a vibe. Just like going there, being with a big group of people, big screen. I feel like the kids really feel it then. It's good. 9 hours of sleep is the best. That's way too long. Way too long. Streaming is whenever is best for me and my family. I go back and forth. I like I like streaming during the day because I feel there's two reasons why. First, when I stream at night, I feel like the next day I don't get a lot done. And with the region packs in particular, I really need Friday to have some productive activity because the packs are coming out on Mondays. So like if I don't do that, basically insider baseball here. I have an editor. He does not work for me. He's an independent contractor. So he's another business owner. And if he is busy, I can't tell him, you've got to work on the weekend to help me with a video. So instead, I end up editing the entire video myself, which is fine, but it takes me twice as long then. So it means I can do less on the weekend where I want to recharge my battery and go see Wicked. So sometimes it doesn't work out because of that. Other times, I really enjoy it because I feel like I can just like kick back and have a beer and hang out and just like chill. So I like both. It just depends. Just depends. Sleep is essential. And the thing is, after a Friday stream, I will sleep. I sleep like I'm dead. I feel after a Thursday night stream, I end up sleeping like 7 hours sometimes. So yeah. Oh, wait. Anonymous, thank you for giving Peanut a tier 1. Appreciate you. Bob from Accounts. Thank you for the partnerversary wishes and 3 months of Prime. Thank you. Isaac, thank you for the Prime. Matt, Kasich. MTT. Thank you for 3 months of tier 1. Discard Arena. Thank you. Discard Arena. Thank you so much for the Prime. Divided. Thank you for the Prime. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you. Blue Cobra. Thank you for becoming a channel member over on YouTube. Just so you know, anyone who just got a membership, I have kind of a weird video up there, up on the, pop into the Discord in the Secret City Hall. If you're on Twitch, there's a Vimeo link to a video where I basically walk through my networking gear, and I'm going to be putting up 2 videos, one walking through my networking gear, the other walking through my gaming setup, and basically this entire room that I'm in right now, talking about like why I have the things that I have and kind of nerding out a bit. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and the networking video, I upgraded my network a bit and thought, you know what, I'll just record it. I'm doing this stuff anyway. If I don't do anything with it, it's fine. And it took me weeks to put it together. But if you've ever wondered what goes into a YouTube channel, and like the kinds of things that like behind the scenes I've been doing, it's an interesting insight into that, I think. So it's out there. It's members only. I might eventually post it to another channel, but for now, this is what I wanted to do. Just release it members only, and I'll let you guys take a look at it. So it's out there. Check it out. I need a way to dump computer heat to dump computer heat outside. I don't have to dump computer heat outside. I have a window right behind you guys, and it is so ridiculously cold outside right now. Let's see. 15F to C. So it's 15. Oh, it got it to 31. So it's freezing, at freezing in Celsius. And it was -9 this morning. So if I need it to be cooler in my office, all I gotta do is crack the window. It's gross right now. You're working at a city in CS1, taking inspiration from Charleston, West Virginia. That's a really pretty area that I think is underappreciated. Definitely a pretty area. Very cool. Someone else a while back, I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was it Gaseous Stranger? I don't think it was. Someone made a really interesting CS1 build in West Virginia. Maybe it was Gaseous Stranger. Absolutely beautiful. 10 degrees with the wind, Fahrenheit. Yuck. Yuck. How can I live with that? You think that 50 is cold? The trick is that we have these couple of months where it's really gross out, and it scares everyone who doesn't like cold weather away from moving here, and it keeps the property values low. We actually, the cold weather is a planning technique. Advanced planning. something that folks in the desert never figured out. All you got to do to lower property values is just make sure it's frigidly cold for 3 months out of the year. It's perfect. You're your first snow today, Don? We had our first snow 2 weeks ago. Melted right away, but it was pretty. So I do remember how to do CS1. I do. I have mixed emotions with CS1. I still like it, but also it feels dated to me. But CS2 doesn't have scenarios, and I love scenarios. And Teddy put this brilliant scenario together. Now I challenge you guys. To beat me at the scenario, because I think I killed this thing. I feel very confident in this. I feel good about this. I'm wondering, will we have 100 weeks to spare? I think like, there's a chance. There's a chance. Will we play GeoGuessr today? Absolutely. We'll play some GeoGuessr, and then I will record a video. I did very good. You were much slower. I feel that makes me feel proud. That makes me feel really proud. You mean, Teddy, you're the master of this. It makes me feel good. I want to know who's gonna beat me. Who's gonna beat me? One of you guys can. What is this snow I think I speak of? You don't see that here? Snow is something. So snow is funny. If it's going to be cold out, I want it to be snowy because then it feels like there's a reason for all of this. And it's just been bitterly cold with absolutely no snow. And like, there's nothing sadder than that. Nothing sadder than that. Teddy, I am in love with this map. Like, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to make this look so good. That was like if you've ever played the vanilla Cities Skylines 1 scenarios, like they're fun. Like, don't get me wrong, they're a lot of fun. But the maps are not pretty. Like these beautifully parallel roads, all of these layers of height, interesting interchanges, just like well put together city services, really nice mix of zoning, really well thought out too. Like, you didn't just, I fall into the trap of just like doing this when I'm mixing zoning. And you didn't do that. Like, you've got different size lots. You were being thoughtful about the assets. Super cool. Just super cool. That's the attention to detail that I really love about content creator stuff. That's really pretty, especially for the vanilla assets. It really is. I mean, it's super cool. Super cool. I've really enjoyed it. You've had a lot of lake effect snow all week. Oh, just dusting each day. Continuous snow totaling 2 inches. It's perfect. I hear what you're saying. I grew up in an area where we got lake effect snow from both sides. And I just hear that and it makes me shiver a little bit. Just like every day before school, I got the shovel. It was miserable. You don't know why, but the city kind of looks like Los Santos from GTA. Was that the inspiration? Put out all you want all the meters I see. Yeah, we're using our crude imperial measurements that don't relate to much of anything. Phoenix is 70 today. 70 being the perfect room temperature for anyone who likes rational units. I mean, that's pretty great. The thing is, here's the thing, QZ. Every place has its bad time of the year. I think, and I will fight anyone for this. I think that Wisconsin, kind of like southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and that kind of band in the U.S. has the perfect, in Michigan, like honestly, most of Wisconsin, most of Michigan, the perfect summers. I would much rather be in the Midwest in the summer than most other parts of the U.S. There's a little bit of variation in the weather. We got summertime storms, some humidity some days not so much. I think it's the perfect place to be. And in the Southwest, it's unbearable to be outside half the time. So yeah. San Francisco and Vancouver are probably your main inspirations for the city. The map is a blend of all over the place. That is Auckland, Cape Town, etc. Awesome. Bay of Kodor. Awesome. Seattle summers are amazing, but no storms. You personally dislike extreme heat? Same here. Seattle's in that same band where I think I would like that too. But I like the storms. Pennsylvania isn't far off exactly. El Paso summer is like living in fire. Yes. Yeah. Well, I see. Germany and Wisconsin are like the same in terms of weather. So I think that like it's colder here. I think the extremes are a little bit more extreme, but I think that's why there's so many, there's such a German influence here. So it makes sense. It makes sense in that regard. Look at that. Now the race is on. 150 weeks. Will we get our ridership before 150 weeks? I'm not so certain. I was hoping, but I don't know that it's going to happen. Biggest downside of Pacific Northwest in the summer is that it's really hot. Very few places have AC. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of dealing with some of that stuff here as well. It's getting hotter. And there are places that didn't need AC, like schools, that now need them, and they don't have them, and there's no money for it. And, you know, it's like a month. So you're going to install an AC for a month? Probably not. You're just going to suffer. Buffalo has great summers? Oh, I can imagine. Are you guys, if you're in Buffalo, have you guys dug out of all of that snow? Jeez, you guys got hammered. Bossman, do I play Medieval Dynasty? I have never heard of Medieval Dynasty, but I will, look it up after this, after stream. It's 35% off. Very nice. The exact situation you have there. Yeah. With the AC. Yeah, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. CS2 gets improved over time, and it's really finished to release the console. Your bet is that Paradox mods will come. Hold on. Come to it like PC. Oh, Paradox mods is baked into CS2. And part of the reason for Paradox mods is console, my understanding. Because all maps and assets will be available for console players then. But code mods are never going to come. And if you wonder why, it's situations like the one that we had with traffic. There's no way that Microsoft or Sony are going to allow foreign code to be executed on their machines. They're all about stability and safety. There's no way. So as much as I would like it, I mean, there are some games that have allowed code mods, but they're few and far between, and generally published by they're published by the console maker. So like Skyrim, with Bethesda now, I can see that happening, but not nothing else. We have won the scenario. The Port Eden Metro is, by all accounts, a resounding success. It has put the city back on track towards a brighter future. Your deeds here will be remembered, and the citizens are already talking about your place, where to place your statue. I've won the scenario, MP23 scenario 03, because we've transported 1,000 people. Here's the thing. Will they be remembering me? Because I'm pretty sure that I was the mayor that took a whole bunch of subway and buried it in the mountains just because I had a budget. And, you know, if you don't spend your budget, it lapses. So we took our budget and we didn't lose it. We buried it. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Lots of fun. No, hold on. How many weeks was that? Okay. 100. I'm going to say it was 153. We're probably on our 154th week. We'll call it 154. I want to know if you guys play this scenario and you beat it in less than 154 weeks, let me know. Take a picture. I want to know. I am the mayor who ruined the nice bridge. That too. I am the mayor that saw the bridge. I installed the jank bridge and then I replaced it. I made this a very inconvenient city with poor fire protection. I made it so that rather than being able to drive or walk across the river, you can't walk across the river. You must take a subway. When does the stream end? We're going to play one round of GeoGuessr and then it's going to end. Because I've got a couple of things that I must do. And I think that you guys are going to want me to do them. So, I'm going to make some videos. How do you get the scenario? Map Pack 3. Let's see. I wonder if the sale's still on. I don't know if this one's on sale. It's pretty new anyway. Map Pack 3 for City Skylines 1. $6. And I'm guessing €6 as well. Fantastic. Put together by Teddy Radko. Beautiful maps. I put a video out about it if you're interested in that. GeoGuessr, not GeoGuessr. Really awesome map, really fun scenario. Highly recommend it. I'm gonna let YouTube vote on this one. You guys are asking about GeoGuessr. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up. I'm going to give you guys a couple of options. Okay, folks. Here is the code. Join. I'm going to switch us over to, you know what, I'll just leave it. It's fine. It'll say City Skylines wherever we raid. I think people should know what we were doing. YouTube. I'm going to give you guys a poll. What map? And that sounds like a Bon Bon B thing. It's not. Let me know. I want to see in the chat right now. Okay, I see Europe. Drop some maps that you'd like to see. Jackbox. I actually have Jackbox. I don't know if I have the one that you guys would play. World. I saw World twice. US. New York. That is oddly specific. I'll stick with US. Australia. And I can only do 4. YouTube, you guys get 30 seconds. And in the meantime, here we are. Let's see. Europe is crushing it right now. World coming out on top. Going back and forth. There's only 34 votes. So if you hop on over to YouTube and vote. Not that you should do that. But if you were to, you could skew this. All 371 of you on Twitch right now. There's 700 people on YouTube. Only 45 votes. So just know, you could skew it. There's no channel points, but you could skew it. There's still 25 seconds left. Give you guys the code once more. New York sounds fun. Maybe next time. Next time, maybe. That's how we ended up in Germany. Europe is going to win. I can see it already. 10 seconds. 76 votes. I think you can also change your votes. USA actually just pulled ahead of World too. Okay, it's done. And we're going to Europe. Thank you for voting, everybody, over on YouTube. Let's see. Now, here's the question. I guess Europe... I wonder if this is... Huh. We've done the normal GeoGuessr Europe. We're doing a different one. We're doing an arbitrary Europe. Enjoy, guys. Nah, we're doing arbitrary Europe. I don't know what this is going to mean, but it's going to be different. Let's do it. Oh, God. Yeah. We got to try something different. So, okay. Stop. Are we in Spain? Oh, it's super bright. Super bright. I need a URL. It's Spain, yes. It seemed like it was Spain. I thought I saw Spanish. And the only reason I thought it was Spanish is I took many years of Spanish, and all of those years of Spanish got me to vaguely be able to recognize Spanish after not using it. Such a waste. I should have done more with it. Okay. N1. So N. So maybe closer to Spain is where the ones are, or more closer to France. No, closer to the coast. I don't understand the organization of this. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's probably not Madrid, but we're gonna. When in doubt, biggest city, and it's a long ways off, but it's all of Europe arbitrarily, so good enough. It's in the north. Do you have any Poland? Did you have Poland, Eddie? Not yet. Maybe we could get some Poland. We could get some Poland. Teddy Radko, nailed it. Eric, nice work. Okay, this feels arbitrary. I think we're in southeast. Greece. That's Greek. Now the real question, is this an island? Yeah, this is for sure Greece. I initially thought that, but I didn't want to assume. I feel like my fallbacks are always, it's Finland or it's Greece. And that's because I've been to both places. And that's really crappy reasons for believing that a place is on GeoGuessr. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Like, it's just like a windy road. I also don't see any water, which makes me kind of think mountainous northern Greece, maybe. No clue. Poland, it's all Poland. Yeah, you know, it's in that Greek-speaking part of Poland. Well, I'm about to run out of time, so I'm gonna say it's up here. Oh, shoot. No, it is by the coast, but it's in the center. Dang it. Okay, the sweet spot, 250 miles away. Good for being in darn near last. Of course, an island. Was it an island? I thought it was part of the main part of Europe, or main part of Greece. Parc de Guara. I mean, that again looks like Spanish. Or is it Portuguese? Spain? Okay. 240, A23. This is as good of a spot as we're going to get. Okay, N240. We've got to figure this out. What? Okay. Chat. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Darth. That also, I don't know what that means. What part of Spain? Oh, 240. 240, A23. So if we follow the 240, it just disappears. Okay, there's 240. There it is. It didn't. It was. You were right. You were right. It's right there. All I had to do was go to due east. No, it's not near there. Same province. You live near there. Ah. Well, so I'm guessing you got that one. I'm sinking. I'm sinking. You're QZ. You're 65th. 12 kilometers, fine for you. I see that is pretty darn good. Oh, cool. Nebraska. But in Europe. Is this Poland? Have we finally made it to Poland? Is Poland the country that has the white center lines? I will know if we enter a city. Ukraine? I don't know. When in doubt, Poland. Too flat to be Spain. It's too flat and it's very green. I mean, this to me looks exactly like Wisconsin, which to me makes me think Germany and Poland. What is that? Interesting. A little shrine or something. Denmark? France pop, probably. I mean, whatever place this is. Come on, label your roads, folks. Okay. No idea what that says. Or I don't even know what. Is it German? I'm going to say it's German. Flats has got to be Denmark. Poland, you are. You know what? We're up there. We're by Hamburg. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. You guys knew exactly where this was. Austria. I didn't realize that Austria had flat areas like that, which shows just how cultured I am. This is difficult. It's like these are arbitrary locations. I think this might be the worst that I've. All east. The east is all flat. Okay, that's good to know. I just need to look at more European elevation maps. I need to see the topography. Another shrine. This is your village. Sam Bender, can I trust you? You're watching with a bit of delay, so obviously not Denmark. Okay, Sam Bender. It's Poland, isn't it? Please finish fixing Bluffside Crossing. Oh man, I don't even know how to use the mods anymore. This is Poland. That is what they do in Poland. We're leaving that village. This is Poland. And boy, oh boy, how am I going to find that? This is such a small town. It's Hungary. Hungary. I went past the Hungary flag. Okay. When in doubt, around the biggest city, but not in the arbitrary one. That is normal GeoGuessr rules. That is normal GeoGuessr rules. Because of that, I go over here because it doesn't make any sense. And I went the other way. That would have been better. 130 miles. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I can thank you. Sandbender. Thank you. Thank you. 20th is okay for you, Icy? Wow. Lappin, nice work. Good game. First place. Blub is Zerp. Good game. Second place. KC. Third place. I saw you on top most of the time. Good game. ABN. Fourth place. Excellent game. And Zero Divide. Good game. Good game, everybody. This was a really tough one. I enjoyed it, though. I hope that you did as well. 54th for me. Not so good. Not so good. But that's okay. That makes it fun. We are going to, I think this is where we part for the day. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube first. Anyone here on Twitch, please stick around. We're going to raid somebody. Say something positive. Say something uplifting. Wish someone a happy Friday, whatever you want to do. 45th in my face. 61st. 24th. That's okay. 74th. That's rough. That's rough. Raid Moose. We raided Moose last time, or a time or two ago, so I will take a look. But first, Twitch, can we give YouTube some hearts? And YouTube, if you give Twitch any hearts, I will relay those for you. If I've missed any activity today, too, if I missed it, I apologize. Oh, Freak, you're one that I missed. Freak. Does this mean we'll see the wrap-up episode for Clearwater County? We will eventually. It does mean that I've taken all of the files from my old hard drive and finally put them on my existing hard drive. So that is a good thing. So there's a chance now. Yes. For the longest time, I never told you guys this, but I had to switch hard drives. And I just haven't had any City Skylines 1 files on my machine. So they're back. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you so much. Bye, YouTube. We'll see you next week, and it'll probably be the same time so that I can go see Wicked this weekend for breakfast. We'll go eat breakfast while watching Wicked. So, all right. See you, YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye. At Twitch, you guys have lots of ideas about rating today, which I love.